We're coming in hot. What is up, everybody? Doing it early today. No fucking like creature of the night bullshit.
What's wrong with you?
This time. We're just gonna go right for it. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, I think we did the we did most of the really I don't know. I got the face good. That's what I was worried about. That face was looking a little weird on this one. But I think that looks okay. Obviously, we still got a lot of, like, effects and stuff to do here. On both of these. Okay. Let's see, what are we watching today? We're just gonna continue with JonTron, I guess. Good old Joe Tran.
Really looking forward to the original boyfriend, Body Blue Pillow. It's him.
Amazon's choice. Amazon recommends this to you.
Meet the boyfriend pillow. You won't find him on a dating site. He's loyal and true.
He won't leave you, like Scott did. Scott is married now happily, and you see his pictures on Facebook regularly of him with his newborn, and it does hurt you, but the body pillow won't leave.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. The boyfriend pillow is a perfect snuggle companion.
Nobody ever opens their package up outside, especially if that were the item inside, okay? You're not gonna wanna out yourself to the entire neighborhood.
It's a perfect gag gift that your girlfriends will laugh and fall deep in love with.
That's a gag gift. I'm your girlfriend, and this is my reaction.
Yes!
Okay, so, let me get it. How am I supposed to... Is it like this? Wow, is that what... No wonder women are into this. It doesn't feel right, but it feels right. I could genuinely see myself using this, and that's really the problem. No wonder it's Amazon's choice. It's John's choice now. So we've got one more in the pillow line. It's the Live by Care 3D dog stuffed bed pillow. And it's horrible, and I hate it. Stop! Stop looking! What did you do? Okay, my overall rating for the boyfriend pillow. 5 stars. I bought this as a joke, and now I am a true believer, and I blame each and every one of you for this. Giant gummy bears, party python, 8 feet, 26.9 pounds. Now, I want to point out, this thing really is heavy. Fucking gummy python. Very big, heavy one. I don't want to take a bite out of it. I feel like it's not right. All right, I'm going to take a bite out of it.
Come on,
Ready?
fucker.
But he has a family, John.
I don't care if his family's a snake family. Dude, snake families don't count.
You can't trust snakes.
Can't trust snakes.
Okay.
But what if you could trust this snake? He looks kind of trustworthy. It felt wrong. It felt wrong. It felt immoral. It felt wrong. I didn't like doing it. I didn't like doing it. It's tasty.
How the fuck would you even, like,
that one has a purpose
eat
beyond
that?
What you might be thinking. This is a face slim exerciser. More accurately, a face slim exerciser, muscle lips trainer, tightener, face lift slim. It's like a song. It's a face slim exerciser, muscle lips trainer, tightener, face lift slimmer. Really, what is it meant to do? It's the bright red lip-shaped facial slimmer works on the cheeks, chin, and other areas of the face that sag with age. Yeah, that's really gonna de-age me. Finally, they found the solution. Doctors have been looking for the fountain of youth for years. It's been right here. Use the stretcher for 3 minutes per day by simply wrapping the ends of the mask around your ears and placing the mouthpiece between. Yeah, I get it. Okay, I can see the picture. I see where I'm headed. How I look? I look like a lady in the picture? The Lakers recommend you say vowel sounds, A-I-O-U out loud over and over again. A-E-I-O-U, 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 over and over again. Okay, let's see what things I can, I'll try to say some words. Okay, so you know I can't say E. This is actually, it's the one, show the letter. This one, that letter. That's what I can't say. A-E-C-D-E-F-G H-I-J-K-L-N-O-P. He, as in the Irish potato famine, which killed out 1 million people. T-R-S-T-U-E-W-X-Y and Z. From our United Kingdom, and whoever else done says Z in the world. You call it a zebra? A zebra? Do we call it a fucking zebra? You fucking barbarians? I'm sorry. I had to pop it out to say that I'm sorry.
Also, you know you have them in upside down, right?
I do. It's your boy John here. Also, it's your soon-to-be boy Kev here.
Hello.
Speak up for yourself, for God's sake.
Hello.
This is Kevin. I bet you're asking yourself, who's Kevin and why? Well, if you look over here, you'll notice we've got some Zorb balls. That's right, Zorb balls. And this is Kevin Zobre. I'm putting Zobre into Zorb.
Yeah.
You understand? Prove it. Kev, show your ID.
Boom.
I'm probably gonna have to blur most of that.
Oh
So,
my
I'm
God.
going to challenge Kevin here to the
That scared me.
Asian tradition of Zorb ball gladiatorial combat. Do you accept?
I accept.
And so I assume I don't have to tell you. You already know the next step. We get the shambongs. It's a beer bong for champagne. All right, would you like the Moet and Chandon or the Veuve Click Out? I don't know how the hell you say this, but it's classy. Trust me, it was expensive.
I'll try the click out.
Well, at least say it right. Here we go. As is tradition, we must now switch the bong, the shambong, and begin to drink from the all right, girls, it's gonna happen. It's happening. Oh, you know, it's like always way harder than it sounds. I mean, puke. Is this good TV? You guys entertained yet? All right, get in the Zorbo! This is about what I expected. Someone stabilized me. Help! You asshole, who did that? Don't you fucking, don't you, bullshit. Just, no, nice shot, retard. Did you actually go on me? Did you actually freaking go?
Those do look like a lot of fun.
Nobody flying in.
Did it look good at all? Was Kevin's better? I'm doing it again. Oh my god, this is a bad idea. Yeah. The Sierra Mist is a bit like that.
Have fun
How do
in
you
there.
guys feel now?
I feel like
Still drunk.
I feel like I chugged an entire bottle of champagne and ran around in a Zorbo. Hug it out, hug it out.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, chill, dude.
Go.
As is tradition, you hug, and then we are
And
leaving
then-
out the part where you used to get with the first guy to get the kidney. And if you don't, say with me, have 2 kidneys.
2 kidneys.
Don't do the American
Drinking
Gladiator Zorball
Of death
race.
ball.
Okay, but seriously, that gnome did actually cost $2,000, and I'm gonna need to like recoup on that because first of the month's coming up pretty quick. And you know the best way to sell something for way more than it's worth, don't you? That's right. It's by making it art, baby. That's right. I set up this art gallery here in Midtown Manhattan, and I brought people in from the street, making them think that the artist wasn't a real Estonian guy who draws gnomes. So they've lined up, and hopefully they'll get a false sense of value and buy my gnome for $1 million.
Oh no, this is my home and what's going on? What is going on?
I love that. This is my home and what's going on?
Well, you live in New York, surely you have that much.
I don't have that much because I live in New York.
Relatable, sister. Thank you. His name is Dimitri. Yes, like the dish you came from. Tell me, what was so interesting down there?
They're all interesting.
They are. I gotta be honest, like, we got like 4 gigantic, brilliantly painted gnome works, and you seem to be focused on the long gnomes. Not that there's anything wrong with them, I am an 8-foot one.
What are you offering me?
For you?
Yeah, for the $1 million.
You think I thought you were worth $1 million? Are you arts? I mean, maybe to your family.
To my family, yeah.
What adopted you say? By who?
My adopted mother?
What happened to the original, you know?
The original? She's fine, she's in Texas, we talk. You want me to get her on the phone?
Yeah, please.
Alright, let's see if she'll pick up.
Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Mother,
I'm in a meeting, sweetheart.
Just listen to him for a second.
I just wanted to let you know that your daughter is worth at least $999,999.
Oh, thank you. Are you giving us that money?
You know how much I'm worth?
No.
$1 million. Speaking of, do you have Visa, Amex, MasterCard, Bitcoin, Dogecoin?
I don't know what to say, man. Thought it would work. But just seeing how all those people were just treating you like you were just some large gnome not worth $1 million. And even though you've taken over my house and caused me immense financial trouble, all right, I'll say it, okay? You are not just a gnome to me. You're something much more. And I'll say it again. You are not a gnome. You're 8.5 feet tall. That's quite big for a gnome. They're usually about this small.
Oh, jeez.
You are not a gnome. I bought you
Sorry,
for
I'm doing something on the other screen. But it's my fault.
But now we're best of friends, and you are not a gnome. No, $2,000 gnome. No, why do they sell this? Who would have bought this unironically? Hey guys,
Oh, no worries, dude.
Also, we made a commercial for Justin Roiland's new game, Trover Saves the Universe, which you can go click and watch with this annotation.
But yeah, the only problem I have with the single tail one is they look like they're different kits.
So if you like that, you'll probably like this.
Like the build, I mean, I guess it's just the coloring, I guess. And the hair. I'm assuming the hair is what you gotta bring to the table.
How you doing, guys? Before we get into the content, I'm just gonna give a big thank you to Vikings.
But then also the tail for the single tail one just kind of
strategy RPG with that hard to find old school feel we grew up with in the 90s and early 2000s.
different thighs too.
Met your match. In this game, you'll train your Vikings, build up your army and village, and fight against other players. Not to mention the scale is.
I'm gonna be real.
Over 3 million players in a single event. This game's great.
Just do one of each.
Want to use diplomacy and teamwork?
Just do one of each.
Want to dominate and destroy cities?
Might as well.
That works too. What I'm saying is, there's a lot of ways to skin
I'd be
this
fine with
dog
either,
shit.
but if you can only get one.
I think you get what I'm saying. If you like what we do here on this channel, consider showing my sponsors
But
some love by
just do
going
one of
down to that
each.
description box and downloading Vikings for free right now with my special personalized link. And as a bonus, if you use my link, you'll get 200 gold and a protective shield that'll really help you out on the start of your journey. So what are you waiting for? Adventure awaits you. Happy Viking game.
What was the one where she was painted orange? The one you sent before, and I forget if it was in one of the channels.
Is that John? Yeah, he's been acting
Or,
strangely, man. What's going on? What's he doing? I don't know, but he's on the move.
I feel like that was what was in my brain.
Here, come on. What the
Yeah, might as well. Just do one of each. Fuck it. I don't care.
jumping jacks?
It's just money. It's just fucking money.
Hey, John. What are you doing out there?
Man.
What are you doing? I have a camera on me. All right.
It's the problem
You're doing. Follow me. I got something to show you.
is that if I'm gonna attempt to do
I said follow me, dude. I've got something seriously profound to show you.
what I'm gonna attempt to do, I need like an actual overweight body.
Exactly wrong, okay?
Yeah, there it is.
Is workout tapes. I know what you're thinking, all right? Maybe, this time he's lost it for real, okay? He's got a gleam in his eye, and I don't trust him, okay? But if you don't trust me, do you not trust Cher, too? Okay? This is a lady who believes in life after aerobic exercise. What else we got? We got Paula Abdul here. Okay? Dolph Lundgren.
It's the not the orange, because the orange one is kind of the one I want. I'm gonna be real.
Deal with lean meats. I mean, I don't know. I didn't check beforehand, but I was assuming it was a workout tape. Okay? So that's what I'm doing. I'm making a workout tape, and we're gonna get rich.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I have it. I have one. I bought it.
All right, man. A bit of a harsh truth there. Okay, I'm not in the prime of my life anymore, but
I was gonna do basically I was gonna do this character.
okay, I'm gonna get in a workout regimen. I'm gonna get.
I need like a bob with like fox ears.
Dude. Let's do it.
But yeah, that's another one that's on the docket.
What? No, it's starting tomorrow.
So I'm assuming it's the... I guess my question is, all of these look different. The orange one is using a single foxtail. The chest is from Dark Advent Relax. Booth hair from someone else.
Where the hell is he?
See, the thing that sticks out to me is the ears.
John.
Like, where are those
John, are
ears
you here?
from?
Come on, dude. It's your first day. John? Oh my god. John, what are you doing? Get up.
Oh, what the hell?
You're supposed to be working out.
Dude, what are you doing here? What do you want from me? It's like 4 p.m.
Yeah, just get one of each. Just do it.
Get up.
Oh god, I forgot about that. God, that looks disgusting. That I hope they didn't do that to a real bed.
I don't think anybody else does either.
That'd take like years to clean out. All those chicken nugget crumbs.
Jesus Christ, John. Was this all in your fridge?
The things we're finding in here are unbelievable. Have a look at this.
Hold up, you can't touch that. That's my pure lard, dude. What are you doing? I need that. Stop! You guys just can't just freaking come into my house and touch my stuff.
I mean, he's been taking it really.
They're part of the booth hair. That's a shame because those ears look. Those ears on the orange one look way better than the purple red ones.
It's really starting to creep me out.
Andrew.
Huh? Yeah.
I'm going for a drop, boys.
Okay, you made your point. All right, you all made your point, loud and clear. Message received. That was the hardest thing I ever had to witness.
All right, let's get back to it.
But it's done now, and we're on. But just one last thing before we start, okay? In the case of an emergency, and only in the case of an emergency, you tell me to break this right here.
What's that?
Oh, young child, do not worry. In time, for you shall understand.
Whatever. Be cryptic. Just lose the weight.
You got nothing to worry about. I can't do this. I can't do this. Look what they did to me. Look what they did to me. What are these?
You know, it's funny. This is played off as a joke, but if he does a purchase limit, just do the 9-tail one, because I'm assuming you can just make the 9-tail one into a single tail one. Or no, wait, no. If the single tail one's coming with the single tail fox, then just do the single tail one. If he does a limit.
What do you want?
Dude, I just came to check up on the diet.
It's fine. It's good. I mean, it took me a while to get used to healthy eating, but I've just.
Because I'm assuming the single tail is going to be like the orange one and not the cat tail.
Oh my god.
Meemaw, Catale pancakes.
Eat as many of them as you want. It's a freaking healthy meal, dude. What are you talking about?
Dude, do you even know what a calorie is?
You being a hater?
No, I'm just trying to make sure you stay on track.
Being a hater, dude. All right, well, get that stupid camera out of my face. Get out of my house, man. You're being a hater. All right, as you can see, I've renovated the place a little bit to be the ultimate, fitness dojo. And I admit, okay, I screwed up the first week, but I'm not giving up. I'm committed to this. And if I can't do it on my own, then I'm going to be mentored by the best in the biz, okay? Who's my mentor going to be today? Oh, yes, it will be this guy. Not sure who he is. O.J. Simpson? Has a nice smile, though. Seems pretty trustworthy. All right, I don't know how to break this to you guys, but this is literally an O.J. Simpson workout tape. But more importantly than that, it's court evidence. Because it was seized and subpoenaed because it was filmed 2 weeks before the murder. So they actually used this at the trial. It's actually on the Wikipedia about the murder trial. It says, the defense tried to convince the jury that Simpson was not physically capable of carrying out the murders. However, Clark produced into evidence an exercise video, exhibit yours truly.
All right, well, this
O.J.
hand is
Simpson
fucked up.
Minimum maintenance fitness for men, which showed that, despite some physical conditions and limitations, Simpson was anything but frail. So just let that realization wash over you as you enjoy, step into the beats with OJ, with the juice.
Hi, I'm O.J. Simpson. Now, you may know me as a sportscaster, a commercial pitchman, or an actor. But I also played pro football a while back. But that was a couple.
Well, I was thinking, like, if he does a purchase limit, like,
And a couple of ex-wives ago, but we don't.
like I'd have to get up and do mine as well.
That's what I'm here for. To remind you that we're
I
not
don't know.
the same body type.
Yeah,
that we used to be.
I just,
You don't
like,
believe me?
I
Just
fall
go into
asleep
the
at, like,
closet,
5 in the
pull
morning.
out those old jeans you got hanging in there and try to
So,
put those on.
I ordinarily I wouldn't give a shit. I would just suck it up. But this week specifically,
We all get fat as we age. Some of us get fat when we're 10 and stay fat forever.
I'm gonna have a lot of days where I'm gonna be getting like 2 to 3 hours of sleep, and I have to wake up and do something.
You can say anything you want about OJ, right? No, because he's on Twitter now, and he's clapping back. And somehow he already has nearly 1 million followers in like 3 days because God is smiling upon us.
Hey, Twitter world, this is yours truly. Now, there's a lot of fake OJ accounts out there.
Wait, didn't OJ die?
At the real OJ32 is the only official one.
Can I just say that? I love that it's the real OJ32. Did he not know that he could have just called it like the real Juice or something? Anything better than the real OJ32? It's like a freaking Xbox Live game.
Oh, he died a year ago.
Twitter world, this is yours truly. Now, coming soon to Twitter.
It's 32 because that was his number.
It's 32 because that was his number.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you a number.
Now, coming soon to Twitter.
32, because I guess OJ died a year ago. He's not using it anymore. I think I can. I think I could borrow
I
it.
don't want you getting even anywhere near me. So whatever I say, I'm gonna keep it clean. All right? No getting even necessary. I hope you see this. I hope you do.
When I'm a little angry or have a little too much stress, I have a little trick.
What do you do, OJ?
I sit down, take some deep breaths.
I mean, it was last year. It was 2024.
I see it exploding and shooting.
That was a good like 5 years. This is from 2019. Oh, isn't it fun getting old?
Lock those fingers, push them out there. Oh yeah, like that. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that. You gotta be limber. You gotta be able to make a big turn, so that calls for flexibility in that lower back.
Just gotta really put your back into it. You know, you gotta use those hamstrings.
Well, every so often you find yourself booked on a full flight and stuck in the middle seat. You don't even have a shot at an armrest.
Every now and then.
I kind of wish I yeah, according to YouTube, June 25th, 2019.
Don't mess with me, man. What's in that bag?
Quick change, huh? Why do you think they call me Juice?
Why do you think they call him the Juice, baby? Quick change.
Why do you think they call me Juice?
What is this supposed to mean? I'd like to believe that O.J. Simpson went his entire life thinking people called him the Juice because he can change his clothes quickly. I can get in and out of my bloody clothing faster than you could say acquittal. That's why they call me the Juice.
Here's a little tip to deal with stress at the office. Take a 1-minute vacation. I call it my little getaway. You know, for God's sake. Close your eyes.
I like to take it on the 405 freeway at 40 miles an hour in hot pursuit. But you can take it any way you want. You can just take a bath for all I care. All right, guys, let's get real. If OJ wasn't innocent, okay, at the end of his police chase, would he have been caught carrying $8,000 cash, a .357 Magnum, a passport, family photos, and a fake goatee and mustache? Yeah, that really sounds like something a guilty man would be just carrying around. Do I look innocent, Serge? I look like an innocent guy, don't I? Oh, you'll never take me alive! And you won't get my $8 grand. This isn't a guilty look, is it? That's what I'm saying. They should have used this in the prosecution.
Back up, please. Get out of the way.
Would an innocent man who's just trying to work out be guilty looking like this?
Well,
Holy
there you
shit.
have it. Minimum maintenance fitness for men. The bottom line is, when you're feeling healthy and fit, you'll achieve more at work, go better on the road, enjoy yourself more at play, and be a better husband, father, and lover at home.
Oh, no.
And we'll see you soon. Take care.
Sometimes something is so much of comedy gold that even a comedian can't make use of it, okay? It's rare, but this is one of those times. Good night, everybody. That's why they call him the Juice, baby. That's why they call him the Juice. J-U-I-C-E. Just undressing. Impressively. Concisely. Extremely.
Will John lose the weight? Will OJ get even with John on Twitter? Does anyone watching this even know who Cher is?
I've never taken a dance class. I'm not a trained dancer. I mean, I like to use my body. I think I'm naturally good at my body, but...
Find out in part 2 of this epic saga, coming out in like a few days from now. Just bear with me, all right? Just click the damn thing when it comes out. Put a pin in that. Put a pin in the calendar, please. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm just here to let you know that this is part 2 of the 2-part video. So if you haven't seen the first part, you'll likely be confused. So go ahead and watch that on the same channel. Click that video and it'll catch you right up.
Well, the good news is I don't have to do all those little hoops.
What's that noise?
This time. Fucking... Is there a reason for such treachery? Clip Studio?
Yep, okay, got you. All right, let me just, okay, I'll just write that down. All right. Just bear with me for a second here. Your order is definitely down on paper, so yeah, I hope that gets to you. Talk soon.
I wish I couldn't see that.
Very funny, dude. It's called Arm Day. And admittedly, yeah, I went a little bit too hard and I can't move my arms anymore. But I am still a good friend, so despite your rudeness, I have brewed you this artisanal pot of coffee in our finest china. So, how do you feel about that? Fuck! Sorry!
Hey John, you got a pair of scissors?
Not on me. I think there's some in that drawer back there. Hold on. Oh my god! What the hell? I don't know, man. I just swear to God, I just tried to open the drawer. I don't have
Nice.
strength anymore. It's working.
Yes.
More powerful. And there you go.
But I asked for scissors.
Ask. It's all you're doing. Can I have this? Can I have that? How about you consider others for once? Okay, my mentor today is Regis Philbin. Now, I don't know what makes Regis Philbin a fitness instructor, but I do know he was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and at least one morning show with someone named Kathy Lee. So, it's qualified in my book.
Yeah, it could be fun. I just got to get going on getting this set up for spraying. I do have an airbrush. It's kind of a crappy one though. It's the Harbor Freight Special.
I never jogged, I never walked, I never took that seriously.
I never jogged, I never walked. My muscles, frankly, atrophied. That is until the valve bust.
And that's when I decided to take up walking. And can I tell you something? I love it.
All right, we're not all out here exercising like a rock, but surely you've, taken a brisk walk around the corner before, Regis. No?
And can I tell you something? I love it.
How'd you walk on stage to be Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You liar! I've seen you walk. It's unbelievable. I just woke up this morning. They sprouted out of my torso or something. I can't believe what I'm doing, what I'm feeling.
Not only that, I feel terrific. I think I have more stamina, more endurance.
I think.
Yeah, I've got the compressor. I've got the thing ready. I just got to get a setup going and do it.
Call security. Still going at the 4.5 miles an hour. And you just use your arms when it's...
There's also a bit of comfort in using...
Well, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that, Kathy says. I don't know about
like
that.
certain tools can be kind of expensive.
Okay, they're selling some pretty good stuff.
And sometimes you just kind of want to you feel more comfortable.
I haven't raised my elbows, this high, but I can see the benefits.
Using a basic tool that isn't like super expensive.
Learning to be human again after an extended cryo sleep.
All right, good.
This man did a whole workout tape on walking, just walking. For the most of us, the legs, we've evolved them to, you know, get us places. We don't all have personal helicopters that just, you know, take us from our house to our place of employment like you do. That's great that you do. Gave you a blockage.
Just get a position like this, go down into this stretch, and again. Get started. Come on, right now, all right? You're going to be up. You're going to be strong. You're going to be ready for anything. Can't guarantee you'll get your own morning show.
I can't guarantee you're going to be successful, receive anything in life, receive any compensation for what you do. But you'll feel like you did this for a minute. You'll feel like that.
Also, I noticed I was so happy to try out doing zigzag folds after I finally, like, parsed it in my brain, that I kind of realized that I
takes a lot of, you know, work and gusto and dedication to get a body.
I kind of did every single one of them wrong,
Not everyone's got the time.
where a zigzag fold wouldn't exist on like a folded up thing like this.
You insulted me just now. You insulted me once, but it was a really hurtful insult.
I gotta admit, guys, his ego's gotten as big as his biceps.
I still haven't got my scissors yet.
Climate change is real, and this is not a point of dispute or controversy.
Oh, that is true. That's objective fact as seen in this graph charting the data from 3 independent institutes.
So John thinks he can get all high and mighty on us, huh? See how he likes this. Let's make this fatty fat again.
Yeah. But yeah, I've had the compressor for years. The first thing I used it for was a cosplay, actually. I did a Pokemon Trainer Red cosplay at PAX East.
Delivery for John?
Back when I had a better body for cosplay.
You guys must take me for a real fool. You think I wouldn't notice this? That's right. I know what you've done. You sent me this bag of nuggets to trick me into gaining all my weight back, which I did, by the way, after eating only one of them. I'm a bit confused.
Oh my god. Oh, ew. Is he? Oh no. Shit.
Oh shit. I can't believe you dudes, dude. I thought you were my dudes.
Shit.
We may have been a little too harsh. So you hear anything?
I hear something, but I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Really?
Sorry, guys. The dream is dead. I've been betrayed.
But like,
Ultimately, my gains were actually my losses.
I don't think there's that much congestion in the space.
You sons of bitches. How could you do this to me? You know what I mean? You're laughing still.
I know, dude. We're sorry.
You fucking came in here to apologize and you're laughing at me still?
No, man. You can be skinny one day. I know it.
You don't want to see me suffer?
No, man.
What the heck do I do about it?
Cause like okay, let's like realistically break that down.
I told you to tell me.
There's Bunimals, which is scale figures. There's Camopla, which hasn't even come out yet.
It's me, your late father, your dadums, your pawpaw. If you find it,
And we have no idea if it's actually good or not.
some encouraging words. I just want you to know that I love you so very much. And I know that you can achieve anything if you put your mind to it. Don't give up.
There's the Kayaki Hobby,
Make your pappy proud.
which again, that's like a not even the same thing. It's like pre-painted figure.
Marky Mark VHS. Oh my God, it's Marky Mark.
Yeah, and what would he say, John?
Well, he'd be likely to say "pow," Serge.
Or what would he say if he saw you like this?
Well, he'd say "pow."
You got it, Buster.
So,
You guys.
I guess I don't understand that sentiment. Especially since like Kimono has primarily been a garage kit thing already. Like the guy who did stuff for Bunimals was like a garage kit sculptor for like a decade. He did that fucking Gausan Nendoroid that I want one so bad. I want one so bad.
Unqualified, and you should only listen to me at your own risk. You know my
And I barely even like I barely even like know what Gausan is. I know it's like a 2chan character.
We live in a fast-paced age, which means we need
But
a fast-paced workout to match.
yeah, like what big companies? Like I guess Good Smile. But like I would consider Fluffyland to be like a Western Chinese furry.
And slash those business expenses. Woo, didn't that feel good? This is OJ's favorite move. The timeline scroll. Come on, we've all been here. You'd think with 7 billion people there'd be more worthwhile things to read, huh? Shut up, Janet. Shut up, Brian.
Yeah, I want a cow.
Following your cat on
I want it
Instagram.
now.
Not a person. Swiping for love, girls.
Yeah, but like I'm gonna be real. I think I don't know if it's because these are garage kits and they're different, but when I look at like this the orange fox you sent me, I think these two look a lot better than Camo Plus so far. Like straight up. Like I think they just look better. At least the faces.
USB drive. This guy who just tells you what happens. And the Pirate Bay. Also, don't snooze on this limited time offer to buy our patent pending workout apparel for 20% off.
That narrator was lying about most of that, except the last part, which is true, and I'll be explaining in just a moment. That's right. This video was sponsored by the wonderful people over at Honey. Honey is legitimate.
Oh no, John, no! Not again! They're evil!
You're just doing it wrong.
They're evil, they're stealing!
It's basically magic. It's an add-on to your browser that's constantly scanning the web for deals you could be getting on any given website, so when you're about to check out...
Oh no, John, no! Don't fall for it! It is kind of crazy how they just became like a gigantic sponsor. Like legitimately, they were fucking huge and everywhere. But yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan of like a lot of the big attempts to try to do Kimono. Like I like the Bunimals one because it was like first to market, but a lot. But there's certain things about it that kind of irk me a little bit where it's not perfect. And I'm gonna be real, Camoplot. I'm not the biggest fan of Kawarage Yatano. They just kind of got that gotcha painted look.
I gotta tell you, like, I would be making actually like.
That's just kind of popular right now.
If I wasn't just freaking rolling on the floor,
I'm kind of mixed about it.
Every single video, every single post I make.
And then honestly, a lot of the Bunimals stuff that came out after Marie Gold, I just I don't know. I'm not as excited for. Even though I pre-ordered it literally live on stream.
Why doesn't he do this? Why doesn't he do that? What's he doing? So basically, since last August, I started up this new studio, and I've been trying to do just
yeah, it was a fucking wealth transfer.
Trying to challenge ourselves, push ourselves each time, try to make stuff that's new and fresh and funny, and take it take it in directions that you may not have expected. It takes time and a decent budget to make some of the stuff we make here. So we're doing it actually quite quickly, I think, for what we've been given. But we really like making these videos for you. You know, for the people saying, like, where are the video game videos that I used to make and stuff. It's not that I would never make video game videos again. It's just that I'm trying to follow, like, what I think is funny, what I think, you know, will be relevant and people will enjoy. And I don't think just going back just because I used to do something is something that I should do. I may make another video game video in the future. I don't know.
And he never made another video game video again.
I see it. So we are listening, and we want to make what you want to see, while also, you know, making what we want to make, and also challenge ourselves, up our game.
Yeah, that is true. I think once the model kit, once it becomes more, but like this is, from what I understand, Aoshima isn't like a super, they don't do a lot of prints. What, who the fuck, there was one kit I was really looking for.
I like went to Twitter and was like, oh, Notre Dame is. No! I was like, this gothic ass building has been standing in France for like 1,000 years, but it's.
It was Wave. I wasn't Aoshima, it was Wave. But that might be the kit I actually paint first.
Can we just look at? I'm gonna look up the JonTron Notre Dame because I honestly, I at first I.
But they did a 1/12 scale Astro City, and then they did a Vuelix, and nothing else. They did. Oh no, they did Super Hang On.
Wait, that's not how it goes.
Or it looks actually that's just regular Hang On.
Time plus comedy. I don't know. You fucking know what I mean.
Yeah, there's tiny. Yeah, like that's the thing is they're not like some huge company. But I have 2 of these Astro City kits, and I really wanted one of the vertical ones. They did vertical ones for cave games. I've also been potentially thinking about trading my blast for an Astro.
And the O.J. Simpson bit we found a year ago. Nobody was talking about it.
I kinda got an offer.
Still been in jail from the Las Vegas thing. Then 2 weeks before we're set to release this thing,
I don't know.
comes back to Twitter. And just like the Notre Dame thing, we're like,
I might not. I probably won't. But for something a little bit more stable, an Astro City might be nice. The thing that I don't like about them is the form factor. I feel like they kind of push you out, whereas the Blast really kind of like sucks you in.
followers, and I had like 2 pictures on it. But I've been using it like very frequently, so if you want to go follow me there, it's instagram.com/JonTronShow. If you want to see.
The nice thing about them having less kits.
Some of my recent stories.
Yeah, that is true. They're more willing to go to bat for their older stuff instead of just like shitting out like.
Does that make me
9 million kits.
If I got to put it the time, I don't know how long has it been in there. It's gonna be a burned pizza.
Yeah. I bet you feel like you've been under a rock this whole time now after seeing that, huh? So if you want to follow me there, it's instagram.com/JonTronShow. Those links will be in the description. Just wanted to shout that out. I wanted to give my opinion on the whole CPM and demonetization state of YouTube. Now, I don't usually talk about this, mainly because I've always had, I'm not saying other people should have this mindset, but I've always kind of had the mindset of like, I'll work around it. I understand some people can't work around it, and it's very unfair to those people. But I do see people nowadays like blurring like words out of their videos, and you know, not saying certain things, not cursing. And I thought it was just kind of like what do you say, superstition. But then I realized when I did look at the terms, in fact, I think I can find them here. In its advertiser-friendly content guidelines, the main topics that are not advertiser-friendly: inappropriate language, violence, adult content, harmful or dangerous acts, hateful content, incendiary and demeaning, recreational drugs and drug-related content.
Yeah. I don't know. I might.
Don't smoke.
It would be very hard for me to. Yeah, I know it's not as reliable. That's what I would see. That's the problem. Is I think I'm too attached to it, even though it's an inferior machine.
Punches another man in the face, and your freaking neural network picks up a fist hitting a face. It's gonna demonetize the video. That's basically how it works. It just has this vague thing, and then like for instance, look, for inappropriate language, profanity in title or thumbnail image, okay, fine, like I get that. Strong profanity used repeatedly in a hateful or derogatory way. How does it even know this? It's an automated system, and I think there is like a human review element to it. But still, if you're a YouTuber trying to make, uploads every day, and it just flags you, you can't make your money in the first 24 hours, which is the most important part for most YouTubers. That's where they get most of their views. And then it's like, okay, if a human reviews it after that time and says, okay, this is fine, they'll have lost all that money, and there's no way to get it back. Strong profanity used during the beginning part of the video. I mean, this is literally random nonsense. The beginning part of the video? Don't say fuck a lot in the beginning, but backload that thing with F-bombs and you're fine. Advertiser friendly. Strong profanity used multiple times throughout the video, even if bleeped. Even if bleeped. How does it know this stuff? Even if bleeped, or for comedy, documentary, news, or educational purposes. So everything can be limited if they feel like it. And it's completely random. It's happened to me randomly, and then I re-uploaded the video with like a different set of things.
Yeah.
Now it's not limited.
It is like that.
Blood, guts, gore, sexual fluids. Okay. I'll let you
Well, if I can... I don't know.
We don't need any more.
I wouldn't buy another one. I'm gonna be real. I would not buy another one. Just straight up.
Crime scene or accident photos. Like, that's the one. Okay, fine.
But I would be very sad to let go of the one I have. I think I'll just chalk it up as... I think... I don't know. I might just keep it and chalk it up as a learning experience, and when it's no longer fixable, then I'll just kind of honor it in some way.
Is purely commentary or contains no graphic imagery. Okay. What?
But I also don't even really use it that much.
That is essentially censorship.
I was told by a guy who says a lot of stuff that I want to trust him, but he gives me a lot of conflicting information sometimes.
This is where people go to find out things. You can't just say, oh, it's just a private company. It says here, even if it's purely
there's a chassis that's better for it.
Here's how I feel about it.
The 2933, and I'd like to find one if possible.
We went to war, and somebody just wanted to say, well, I dissent to this. I don't want to go to war. I don't think it's in the country's best interest to go to war. Channels who have a lot of outreach may not want to give their opinion on this, and that's to me, it's essentially it's a type of soft censorship. I think this needs to be amended, looked over, taken to frickin' the Supreme Court. I don't know. I hate this. I think this should be changed. It's like, yeah, for this whole video, talking about this, is that going to put this in limited state? That's the thing, and this is the big thing about it. It seems to strike at random. Sometimes it seems.
But yeah, I have I would just buy an Astro from the dude if I'm going to be honest, but I have another lead happening.
Reasons. I really think it's like advertiser pressure, and every time that one of these companies caves to advertiser pressure,
And once that happens,
to themselves and free speech at the same time. And when I say free speech, I mean it in the realist sense of the term. Just if you're discouraging people to talk about certain things, you're going to...
Yeah, I have another thing happening that I'm very excited about once it does happen.
In my opinion, I understand they're a big corporation who've got more people to worry about, shareholders and whatever than us, but it's just it's such an unfair and draconian system because they tell you, like, if you do this, you might get demonetized. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Like, the whole internet thing was like...
It's glad to see nothing has changed with YouTube in 5 years. The CEO who put all this stuff in place got to jump away on a golden parachute and then die of cancer.
All of it for like an accidental 5-second clip. Sometimes something you have the rights to, legitimately, like you've bought the rights to it. The company still claims
It's just a shame that golden parachute didn't open up and she hit the floor.
And you lose, you get a strike against your channel, so it's better just not to fight it. That's how corrupt the system is. Even when you are in the right, you can prove it, it's better not to try to prove it. Thanks, YouTube. This is an example. For the buying dumb things online video. We learned our lesson on this, okay? I'm like, we're not going to use clips of anyone's anything. I have a guy who we contact, and he makes music for us so that we don't run into these problems. So we had him do the instrumental backing.
I wish I had a music guy. I'm gonna be real.
We did the accompaniment, so it wasn't. We didn't just take a karaoke track. We had it from the ground up, made custom, and then I sang the words over it. And I thought that parody of songs was covered under fair use, like as long as it's transformative, and I didn't use the words exactly. I didn't say "You are not alone." It was "You are not a gnome." I mean, it was a parody, but the system fucking flagged "You are not a gnome" as a cover, so I was that good. They thought I was MJ, and I thought the Michael Jackson estate would be getting my money, but no. I looked at it, and it was one Robert Kelly. And I was like, who's Robert Kelly? He might just be somebody who owns the karaoke track or something. And I put it in Google there, and that was one R. Kelly. So R. Kelly has got all the money from that video. He's gonna need it. He's fighting for his life, man. I'm fighting for my life. Listen to me, Robert, if I can call you Robert, I hope it gets you at least, you know, a plea bargain or something. So yeah, R. Kelly owns the rights to JonTron's buying dumb things online. This system, in my opinion, is fucking terrible. It's always been terrible, but it's getting more terrible by the day. But Jesus Christ, I mean, if you YouTube.
Yeah. Well, it could be worse.
This is the first step.
I could not have that.
At any rate, that's been me, and that's been you. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate your support and viewership. It always comes off disingenuous when I say it, but we really mean it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you like what we do in the near future. But I'm not going to leave you leave. This is my house.
Oh, they just looped him.
Before we get on with today's incredibly special episode, and I mean that, by the way, let me tell you about my favorite brand new collection RPG, Raid Shadow Legends.
No!
You sure can, but only if you act fast by downloading
No!
one of my favorite champions.
The Jews haven't paid me, John.
Hi there, I'm John, and this is the JonTron Head-to-Head Game Jam. Today, two mighty teams will face off against one another in a desperate race against time to create a fully functional video game, with which they will try to impress an expert panel of judges. They will undertake this Herculean task from separate chambers, each one fully outfitted with an identical set of all the necessary tools and hardware required to build their masterpiece. The footage you're about to see is not pre-planned or doctored in any way. It follows in real time each team's journey to outdo the other in the art of interactive entertainment. So without further ado, let's meet our teams. In the right corner, we have the mighty Team Gumdrop, featuring Chris O'Neill, animator, musician, and the one and only Oni NG. Michael Swain, programmer, professional Flash game developer, and avid hot sauce historian. Matt Jolly, animator, game developer, and creator of the Madness series on Newgrounds. And opposing them today, the unparalleled Team Unsame Consequences, featuring JonTron, man who has never made a game, Tom Jackson, Unity expert with over 15
I need to
years
see her.
industry experience, and Claudia Kovacs, 3D and UI artist, clocking in over 7 years experience. Between her and Tom, they've completed over 30 game jams to date. All right, now that you're all acquainted with each other, why don't you shake hands? It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to play. I bet you're wondering, by the way, why I'm here twice. Good luck. It's because it's a little thing called when the guy who's going to play the host 3 hours before you shoot this whole thing you've been planning for 10 months just doesn't show up. So it was either me, who was supposed to be standing there for real. This is not a joke, by the way. I wasn't supposed to be the host. So just pretend I'm standing right there, and we're going to be all good. All right, everyone. How the hell are you doing? The next 72 hours of your lives are going to be very interesting indeed, but only 3 of you can leave here as the game champion. So, if you manage to complete your mission and impress the judges, you will be the proud owner of this prize. That's right, this trophy comprised entirely of vague monetary value. I'm moved to tears. All right, now that you all know the stakes, it's time to get your prompts, which will dictate the kind of game you're making. Well, let's go to it. All right, here we are at the Promptomatic. Rules are pretty simple. There's 15 prompts. Whatever prompt you get, you've got to make a game based on it. Each team gets 2 vetoes, and then we pick. So, if you don't like 2, you veto them. If we don't like 2, we veto them. So that basically you can get rid of one that you really don't want to do. All right, so Team Gumdrop, what's your first veto?
I really hate that one. I don't
The
want to do it.
archaeologist.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Okay, game about the depressed archaeologist. Gone. In my opinion, I really.
Are you going to say the same one as me?
Well, which one are you thinking?
The postmodern art house game with user-generated content. I mean, you have to make something with UGC in a game jam is insane for a start.
Yeah.
Postmodern art house, friendship. It's really fluffy, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, we're gonna take this one out of the running. Okay. So what's your second veto?
Again.
I think we really despise the idea of making a cooking game. Where's that?
Okay.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
A cross between Cookie Clicker and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but funnier. Gone. So I guess the last one. I feel like that crowdfunding one is the one I hate the most.
Yeah, probably out of all of them. That's the weirdest and hardest one to do.
Okay, we're taking out. We're good.
Yeah.
Crowdfunding. Student project focused on drugs and fear. Goodbye. So we have 11 prompts left, and now this is the catch. Each team picks for the other team, but there's only one way to find out who goes first. And you know what that is, don't you? A guinea pig race! Bring him out! All right, here we are. Rules are pretty simple. Each team's got a nice, cute little guinea pig with a cape to match. We're gonna let him ride, and whoever teams gets to the center first wins, and they get to pick first. Okay, so Claudia will be doing the honors, and who's doing the honors on your team?
Chris, your captain. Take it.
Okay, here we go. Chris and Claudia, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, pull!
Is this Ling Ling? Go! Yeah. Ling Ling, come on.
Oh, there we go.
Come on, you fool.
Ling Ling, what are you doing?
Wrong way.
It's the wrong way.
That's the point of the maze, unfortunately.
Yes.
I'll give you a sound of
Oh no, don't distract it. Don't distract it.
Those poor guinea pigs, man.
Yes. You clever little thing.
Oh my god, a surprise, an upset. Ling Ling is the winner, and Kiwi's useless. There we go. All right, everyone's a winner today.
Except us, dude. They won.
It's not like they were trying to be cruel to him, but I bet those guinea pigs are just like probably like, what the fuck is going on?
Pick first. So what game will we be making?
We think you should do a game where you wield a bazooka, which is attached to an assault rifle and misfires off.
Animals just don't like being put in odd situations that they can't parse in general.
I think that's got some good potential.
Yeah, I like it. That's good. Thanks.
It's a thumbs up on us. Okay, and you guys will be making, we decided, this one, a game where you control a clumsy pirate who hates the monarchy. So, there you go.
Straight from Britain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming for you next.
All right, enough chat. Let the game jam commence! You got 72 hours. Go! Get the hell out of here. And me too. Okay. We've got 72 hours to make a game. Tom and Claudia, it's real.
Okay.
It's real this time.
All right.
Okay. Off to a great start. Okay. We need to make a game where you control a clumsy pirate who hates the monarchy.
All right.
Where should I stick this?
A game where you wield a bazooka, which is attached to an assault rifle and misfires often. So what I like about this, and you tell me because you got the experience.
Yeah.
Obviously, it gives us the mechanism here.
Yeah.
With the
base mechanic is
the mechanic is kind of already there. Like a gun attached to a gun. A bazooka's not really a gun, I suppose.
Pretty shoots guns.
Yeah.
But I get you.
But if we add the misfiring in and make it fun.
Yeah. Well,
because otherwise your character's just annoying and every now and then like jolts you out of place, which I don't know if it's fun.
Maybe if we did something like software piracy, that could be a thing.
Like
I don't know how we make that fun.
Just run it all the way out like you can download a car.
What else do we have for pirates? Or are we kind of running out of options
You got
here?
the ARG kind, the Somali kind, and the software kind.
Right. Anybody who takes wantonly is a pirate. Water is kind of implied. Whatever we do, we can work with water.
Right.
But I don't know that water is one of our strengths. So if we're going to go for water, even using out-of-box Unity stuff, I don't know that we're going to have the best possible product as a result of that.
Do you not think maybe it would be a good idea to like start with a mechanic or a simple concept?
Maybe. I kind of feel like we're all sort of artistically inclined, even me the programmer. Like I feel like we have like a mood or something that can inspire the gameplay mechanic. Right. And I could be wrong. I'm totally down to talk mechanics first.
Yeah. What do you really do in this kind of situation?
Yeah. Probably just make it.
Just make it.
You start, and you make the mechanic thing, and you make that 10 10 seconds of fun. You just try and get that down, and then you build the sort of scenario around it. What if the misfiring is like based on your actual skill? Like if you do something wrong, it misfires. So
if you do something wrong, it misfires.
Yeah, or like what? It's like really delicate, so you have to be very careful with this gun. And if you sort of walk too fast or you bump into something, it'll go off. That's an idea.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah.
That could be
When you
interesting.
like
If it
walk
bumps
over
into
a rock,
something.
Yeah.
walk over a small rock and you kind of shake it and it just fires.
Because the whole thing is like
Oh,
once,
yeah.
once it starts going off, right, then it's like this chain reaction of like chaos. So if you want to fire the bazooka, you actually have to mess up.
Yeah.
So like you might have to kill a boss or whatever, and like the only way is to use the bazooka. So you have to literally run into the walls and stuff to make it go off.
You have to mess up to win.
Yeah.
And there could be like innocent people as well that you don't want to
Yeah,
kill.
yeah, right.
Wait, what?
I was thinking for the software pirate, if we want to do something like that.
Okay.
It's about a clumsy pirate, so it has to be him knocking shit over.
Yeah, that's true.
Rare footage of Oni not being some AI generated monstrosity.
Like he gets more frustrated with the monarch the more he gets caught.
That is one thing I will say I've kind of not very enjoyed about a lot of his recent content is I don't like the AI generated. I just don't think AI generated stuff, you know, like controversy, you know, ethics, whatever aside, I just don't think it's funny. Like it's not funny.
He's
got his cape, yeah.
And obviously his
redneck beard.
Captain Redneck Beard. I like that.
Captain Redneck Beard. Holy shit.
That's actually pretty good.
No matter what we do, that's the name of the character.
Now I'm like really sold on this idea.
Just because of Captain Redneck Beard, yeah. You're so right.
I could actually, while you guys are programming,
You're gonna make a
go off
trailer.
and film something.
You're gonna do an intro or something.
Not necessarily. Like we can make maybe some FMVs, like Red Alert 2.
Classic old school FMV game.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
So anyways, I can do
Is that real?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
real.
in
It's
the
real.
game?
It's in Red Alert.
Holy.
We've equipped you with the latest technology.
Yeah.
The bazooka rifle 2000. It's a bit temperamental. You know what I mean?
It's a prototype.
Yeah, it's a prototype. We haven't really tested it yet. That's why we're waiting on you. I like that. Yeah.
I'm liking this idea only just because we're using the gimmick is that it's. Just
Oh god, this boob is not. This boob is not boobing right. Woof. Whew.
Something is going to be anyway.
I was gonna say if we're gonna make anything strong, like I like this clumsy idea.
I can get to work on a guy that does some of this stuff that you click and drag him around. At the very least, to be setting up the collision boxes to have a more or less ragdoll character stand up.
Yeah, I could absolutely just jump all over that.
I could start.
And start like sending you blend files or whatever.
Okay, I'll start on him and then yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we'll break to stations.
Yes.
And get this going. All right.
Yes.
Go
Start making
Team
things.
Gumdrop.
Yeah, I'll have to make the plan to make the FMVs like tomorrow.
That's fine, yeah, because.
First we have to see how long it takes to actually make it feel good.
Yeah.
Beforehand and to control the guns.
Well, you tell me. Do we have a start?
Of course, man. Yeah.
Should we go for it?
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
And if anyone comes with any more ideas, just speak.
Sure.
Oh my God, are we just sitting down to make the game now? This is real. This is like straight up real.
You need to make a fedora.
Mandatory.
Goddamn right you do. Nice square hat. I'm gonna judge.
I bet, yeah.
Okay, shut up. Okay, so me and Matt need to make a shit ton of bedroom assets.
Yeah, and start only with the core furniture stuff. We'll worry about all the cool like flower pots.
I don't know. Yeah, to me, it's just not funny when like I don't know. Like part of the humor of a lot of the absurd stuff, like YouTube poops and like you know like the things people say AI does that are funny, is the absurdity of the fact that it actually happened. Like the second you know it's like fake. The second you know like that a computer just generated it and it doesn't mean anything. Like even with something like a YouTube poop, someone had to cut like audio together. Like
It's a fucking stone, Luigi. You didn't make it.
This is the UV layout for the model. This is why I need to begin texturing.
Oh, well, I don't even know what the hell it is.
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know, man. Like I just don't find AI shit funny. I never ever really found it that funny. There's one that I kind of thought was funny for a while, until it kind of became very real that this is what the technology is designed to be used for. And it was Mountain Dew Planet.
So right now we have this little this player right here. Those little things in the front are just to help.
When like the genius of that is like it's literally structured like a marketing team made it as like a pitch for a commercial. And I thought that was what was funny about it, because it's so shit, but it's so it's so believably like what a marketing team would come up with. But then the darkness of, oh, this is just what all commercials are going to be now.
That's cool.
Because that's exactly how they like think and operate.
And it actually feels
it just sucks.
Super heavy and weird.
It kind of looks like he's shaking.
But yeah, anytime they do an AI generated like thing,
clumsy effect.
So,
yeah.
We gotta let them
it usually doesn't get me. I don't know, does Armenian Corey count as an AI generated thing?
So basically, starts with a cutscene, start screen.
I don't know. I feel like that one's funny because he had to make it happen with like FaceApp.
And then the death screen ones will be random.
Like he did that to that photo.
American general, just so cliche. Oh my God! Wow, your brain looks a lot different than I expected. I'm gonna have to brush up on my Dutch accent.
Okay, so now we need to collect the sound work and Foley for this slob main character of ours. So we're gonna kind of like putz around the space here. All right, ready? Okay, yeah. All right, I'm gonna do the eating one now. All right. All right.
This view is disgusting. I can see all the little crumbs in your
every single pore.
Knock that thing over.
Yeah, let's rattle that boy. Ready?
Dude, a sub sandwich sounds so good right now.
Alright, we'll come back for that. Just remember it's there.
Dude, we got a perfectly good fly right here. He's alive.
Yeah? Do you want to put him in the game? Record him?
Speak up!
Oh, we need fly effects too, don't we? Who's this guy? Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, here is where I'm going to be playing my Dutch general. All right, and here's the costume we're going to be using. And Mel here is going to turn me into a Dutchman, aren't you? We're going to try at least. Yeah. She's got a nose. She said she brought a nose with her. Very Dutch quality.
Very Dutch.
First quality of the quintessential Dutchman's quality. Gonna need a big old witch's nose. That's literally, I swear, I didn't ask her to do that. She did that like all on her own. All have come to witness the spectacle.
This is a spectacle.
All point and laugh.
I'm the devil. Peeper to peep, peeper to peep.
He's been practicing some Dutch phrases.
That's actually what you do to put the wig
Real
on.
peeper to peep.
Peeper to peep, peeper to peep, peeper to peep, hurrah.
This looks insane. How does this look?
Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be real, like,
Could look like a human person.
I'm really shocked.
I don't 100% disagree with it being used for like raw ideation.
Okay, this is important. I have to draw this every time.
Like just getting weird, like just like rapid fire like concepts. Like that's why I kind of liked it when it was shit. Like when it was bad, it was interesting because you could use it to fill your own you could use your imagination and your skills to fill in the blanks. The thing that pisses me off about it, though, is, like, I wouldn't be against using it for, like, music to just...
I do.
Dude, that's hacking music.
Yeah, it is.
To just get some fucking original music for the channel.
There's that video of,
But, like, all of them cost money.
Her dad is, like, really mad. I don't know what happened to her, but he was like,
If you ever come after my daughter again, consequences will never be the same.
I just thought it was such a funny...
Which completely defeats the purpose of it. It's like...
Consequences will never be the same. Unsame consequences. Don't ever speak of this again. And by the way,
Why should I pay for something that's built entirely on, like,
is it normal?
stolen material?
Is it normal?
It's thieves. There should be honor among thieves.
Oh, you got a guy doing stuff.
Yeah. His throw is a bit weak, but we can.
Are you sure? This is one of the most nefarious baddies I've ever seen in my life, Tom.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this is cool though. No, it's coming together. This started off kind of like, you know, whoever wins wins, but now we want to beat them because we hear there's something going on down there, something cool, allegedly.
But yeah, I have a feeling we are. We're reaching the end of a lot of that, and I know that's like famous last words, but it just seems like it doesn't make money, and they're constantly like firing people with regards to it.
In a 3D engine like Unity, and they do a lot of work for you, so that I don't have to do much to make it feel like he's this like bouncy. Goofy
I feel like we're
problem is, though, that
on the flip side of it
what they do for
a
you,
bit.
and I don't have complete control over what goes into it. I could be left with a character whose physics pieces don't collide correctly or collide too often, things that twist and move and don't interact with the environment the correct way, and I could lose the day working on something that the game can't live without, which is the controls and the character's general movement system. But this is the last like real full day that we have. Tomorrow's going to be kind of a bust.
Yeah, but even like spare time, we can't think that we have spare time. Like everything has to like be towards getting it done, and then like we can't think we'll be done in a few
This
hours.
needs
and then
to
we
go
get
the other
actually
way,
Spend time beautifying.
like this.
Like, you know, I keep saying that, but that's really not the case.
It's coming together. It's coming together. Yeah, the FMVs are in there. It's got like that Red Alert 2E vibe, I think.
Great.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're starting racing to meet the clock now.
Yeah, we've got audio to do. Get all the sound effects that you found into the game.
I'm feeling pretty tired. I don't know about you guys. Bit drained.
What? Yeah, I'm knackered.
All right, he's
I have been
knackered.
sleeping, but it's just relentless work.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Is it bad that I'm used to this?
We going? We good? This is the last day. We are not doing so good. Swain is stressed out. I got a lot of stuff left to record, sound-wise, but even if I do it, there's a good chance it won't get put in the game. Weird shit. He's dealing with weird shit too. What's going on, Swain?
I'm trying to finish the game.
Yeah, we got like what? We got 3 hours left as of 3 minutes ago. So, it's not. It might not happen. We'll see. We'll see.
What the hell happened to the player?
Oh, he's back to having the gun reach.
It's broken. There's basically every time you restart the game, there's a 10% chance that you're just gonna die straight away. So you.
Speaking of,
we're fucked.
No, we're fine.
Don't listen to
We'll be okay. It sucks that we couldn't get everything we wanted in.
Yeah,
also,
but neither could they. Neither does anybody. That's the thing.
What's happening?
I can recreate the thing, and I'm not sure what's doing it. But watch this. If I just go anywhere, and go like this.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. I know, right? And that's the thing. If it's fucked, what can we do about it? That's it. That's the game. That's it.
Didn't we have a build a few hours ago that was at least functioning?
Yeah, if you want to go back to that build and remove like 8 hours of work that we did today, yeah, sure.
It's getting there. I think we can do it.
I think we're sort of.
I think it's pretty close. It's just buggy.
Yeah, if we were to hand it in now, it would be okay. But we want to like fix a bunch of these little bugs.
Okay.
Seem to
We're
keep
close.
Oh shit. Okay, we're in the final 60 seconds. It's up on the TV there.
Final 60 seconds.
Final 60 minutes. Good thing we're not in the final 60 seconds.
Oh, that's what it is. They're doing a thing. The hour.
That's fucking mean.
That's real cute.
It's definitely about the hands getting caught on shit, and I don't know what the fuck the problem is.
I remember at the start you coded it. Maybe you got some loose code. Does it work that way? I don't know.
Loose code?
Yeah, like
like aberrant renegade code.
You at the beginning you coded it so that his head would be kept up by some code. Would that be part of the engine, or I don't fucking know how code works. I don't know. Shit.
Oh, for God's sake!
What happened there?
Cheated and still just fell down the gap.
You cheated?
Oh wait, I cheated and then still lost. That might be related.
I'm not gonna comment.
Please fucking work. Come on.
Oh no.
Yep.
We got like 45 minutes left, and now our main character is glitching through walls and shit.
Yeah, it's fucking great because everything was fine, and then now it's not. All right, do you see that?
What happened?
This capsule with nothing wrong with it just sent me somewhere.
It fucked up. Oh.
Yeah, see that? All right, I'm gonna find all the things that seem to cause it, and we'll just like remove them or something. Like, what was that? I have no idea what that was.
Whoa! You see that? You got some. It's working. It's physics-based and fun, I think.
Yeah, I like that
I
feature.
don't think it's very game-breaking.
All right, I think I got it. Maybe.
What was the solution?
There was like a fucking input loop or a feedback loop on one of the like Y values for the character.
That's it?
Yeah, it's something I had put in to fix a problem with Unity, and now something else is going to break, but that's fine. This problem is less important than the one that we just solved.
Okay.
So we have 15 minutes. That's fine. I need to take this 15 minutes to make sure that all of the things that the character does, that all the like things that activate the way they're supposed to. That's all. That's all I got to do. And at least then we have a game, right? Okay, it doesn't fuck up. All right?
Go for it.
All right.
This is the build, John.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that doesn't work.
This is it. I just want to check the ending. Just make sure these things play.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is he not rotating? Hold on a second.
No.
No. If it's not, it's because I changed it. And I can put it back on when we were doing our test.
1 minute. You're doing great.
Okay. Yeah, there it is. That's all. That's why Matt was having so much trouble. Okay, cool. Well, we found that in the last minute.
Jesus.
All right, we're zipping.
This is it.
With 25 seconds on the clock.
25. That's pretty good.
Also, again, fuck.
We're about to have a game. Fucking Christ, I feel like a pregnant mother.
You have 5 seconds now.
Gonna have a capital K. Done.
All right, done.
Woo! 5, 4.
And got it. It's
3,
perfect. We finished. It's done.
1.
All right, game's playable.
Time's up, everyone. Lights down. Please report to the judges panel.
Nice.
All right, we're done.
All right, it's over.
Okay, so we have the game. We're not working on it anymore, but I'm just gonna take a look at it.
Ow.
After a long 72 hours, the game jam reaches its conclusion. Both teams return to the stage to present their games to the expert panel of judges. Please welcome stay-at-home Wisconsin mom.
My son played the Grand Theft Auto one time. Next thing you know, he's strangling cats before he moved on to people.
Hailing all the way from Southeast Asia, please welcome President of the Lao People's Democratic Republic, Bonhang Vorachith. And last but not least, world's strongest gamer.
Hello, hola. Yeah, I do speak a little bit of Spanish. That's real, by the way. I also want to say, if you dispute my
Zach.
name, because you're probably wondering, are you the strongest? So at Comic-Con 2014, this creep, this effing weirdo was like talking to some cosplay chick that I was talking to. I socked him. He went down in about 4 seconds. He bled everywhere. And yeah, so I am strong as hell, but I could go on. But yeah, I do love all games. What's up?
First up will be Team Unsame Consequences. Their prompt? A game where you wield a bazooka, which is attached to an assault rifle and misfires often.
Okay, here goes.
Oh my god. We're fucked, dude.
You can't hit the bazooka on things. It has a chance of firing, and that. See, and if it fires, it can knock you off the train, which is when you lose.
Yeah.
You can't actually die. Yeah.
We did the cheat way of restarting, which is just to load the game again.
Don't you worry about your shortcuts.
Don't. That's the one. I just looked up Dutch interjections. Again!
That's our game.
All right, it's time for Team Gumdrop. Their prompt, a game where you control a clumsy pirate who hates the monarchy.
Here we go. See you guys on the other side.
Fuck the monarchy! They keep calling me! Who's there?
Yeah, so he's Captain Neckbeard. He runs a pirate station and is trying to steal crypto from the monarchy.
He's clumsy, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
The mouse is moving the hand.
Yeah, you click the hands and drag them around and use the mouse roller to go in and out. Yeah, Chris, you want to try and play for the first time?
Sure.
He's never actually played it before.
Oh, really?
Also, this is fucking broken. Look at this shit.
What, the camera spin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
Give me that.
So yeah, he's like typing. That's him hacking on the keyboard, yeah. You use money to buy tapes and stuff from the fridge, and the pizza costs money to eat.
Okay.
I
So
feel like this is adding to the overall paranoia.
oh, it's about to kill you.
Yeah, you're almost out of endorphins.
Yeah, your endorphins are low. Oh, it did. At least it did the sound at the right time.
That's right out of the mic.
Yeah, my phone. I recorded everything on my phone.
Good job.
Both teams have played their games for the panel, and now the judges must come to a final decision. Who will take home the trophy?
Hello, Twitter world. It's yours truly, myself, and the other two beautiful little things to the right of me. We all made a choice. We all sat down. We all had a chat. It was actually very close. It was within a hair. Green game, green team.
Now I'm just fucking putting lines in for no reason.
Built, engine. They had more creativity when it comes to mix of live action and the game, but we thought Team Gumdrop had a more interesting world that we wanted to see explored. And we could go into it more, but in fact, we are going to do that right now. To you, go. Add on what I just said.
I like anything with guns. So I like the guns, I like the train. It was about to rob a train. I like that. So, you know.
Definitely. The first one played a lot better, but I have to say the second one, I was really impressed with how there was so much to do, much more to do. I wanted to see more of it, but the first one definitely had the better build.
And for that, and for all those reasons and more, we're going to say it on three. We're going to say it on 3, 2, 1, and we're going to say it. So you ready? 3, 2, 1. Team Gumdrop.
This is an outrage. What's wrong with you? It was horrible. Christopher, and Captain.
Oh my god.
Really?
I forgot they dropped the trophy.
We have a real one.
Oh.
Well done, boy.
Look at us, just a couple of gumdrops.
Yeah, no. Hey guys, it's John, and I'm just here hopping on one of these hot trends for, it gets too old. Here, I'm doing this tier list meme thing that's been going around. I don't know if you've seen it. I think it was popularized by some YouTuber. It goes by the name, like, iDoobs.
Oh, no.
Fast food. I'm going to do it on something a little more relevant.
Oh, no. No, John, no.
Architecture.
He's devil.
John's got interest, and he's going to insert them, okay?
He's
cooked. Well, I'm back now. Where do you start in a list like this? And I say nowhere better to start than the Roman Pantheon, not to be confused with the Greek.
Oh, I didn't do her tail, jeez.
You simple-minded freak. That was the Greeks, and that was about 500 years before that one. So I bet you feel stupid now. Greeks and Romans say, oh yeah, same time period, same people. That's you. Eras? Let's not even get into eras. Alexander the Great was in between there. You don't have to know. Do you even know what Macedonia is? You fucking losers.
Build me that wall to keep out the Scots, or as we called them, the Picts.
This beauty was built in about 113 AD by Roman Emperor Trajan. That was only 63 years after the founding of a little thing called London, or as they called it then, Londinium, because the Romans did that too. You're welcome. I'm not Italian, but you're welcome. When Nigel Chesterfield was just putting on his first fishing ship. This son of a bitch was completed. Let's go on inside. Oh, I bet your local Target don't look like that. They were like shitting in the streets at this point. This thing's got some sort of fractal honeycomb thing going on. That's a beautiful building, and it stands the test of time. I think that sucker's gonna have to go firmly in A. So Pantheon, we're putting it in A. Beautiful. Off to just an unbelievable start here. Next up, we're gonna be looking at the one, the only, the Chrysler Building. Let's bring that up. Famous for standing tall above Manhattan, New York's long and wide avenues and streets and shit. It's got an Art Deco style, which in case you didn't know was a style they used in the 1920s for about 3 or 4 times before they gave up and just put this everywhere. Not only is this famous for having the name Chrysler, which may or may not have something to do with the car, I didn't look it up, but also it was famous for being the tallest building in the world in 1930. And that's why it's going squarely in the D camp, because the Empire State Building beat it out a year later. Nice record, you held it for 25 minutes. Now this. Okay, now this is a building fitting of the name, okay, it's in the name. The Empire State needs an Empire State Building. 4,000 floors of, I'm just estimating, office buildings. So I don't even know if it's occupied. Nobody knows what's in there, you just go to the deck. I don't even know why we call ourselves the Empire State. Okay, yeah, I know we're good, but you know, Silicon Valley, Los Angeles, they got a lot of money too. So, and that's two in one state. We just got
All right,
this.
that's looking all right.
And the Bronx, but we don't talk about that shit. With the Empire State Building, we got another A. All right, speaking of Silicon Valley, next up is San Francisco's very own Golden Gate Bridge. I can't. It's not gold. That would appear to be a deep red. A lot of paint necessary to do that whole thing. You had a lot of chances to figure out your mistake. Okay.
Yeah, why the fuck is the Golden Gate Bridge red?
That one's going in F. All right, next up, Washington Monument from Washington, D.C.
Who the fuck thought that was a good idea?
Yep. It's a needle.
If I shall die here today, make sure to erect me a gigantic Egyptian obelisk. For all time immemorial shall recognize my love of this penis-looking structure.
Washington Monument, that's a C, right in the middle. Okay, next up we got one so big I had to turn it sideways. That's the Burj Khalifa from Dubai. When the Dubanese aren't creating financial disasters for their investors by trying to make a map of the world in the ocean for some reason, they're making this. At 2,722 feet, this son of a gun is the biggest building in the world. Now I know what you're thinking. That looks like the bad guy's house from Half-Life 2. And you know what? You're probably right. Here's a video of a man scaling this building for no reason. Good luck with that, dude. I'm gonna stay right here on the ground. You wearing a Red Bull hat? I don't see any Red Bull hat. You just doing this for fun? You crazy? You out of your mind?
Oh, a simple gust of wind.
And that brings me to The Shard, situated in merry old London. Ah, doesn't that just remind you of Queen Victoria, tea and biscuits? Oh, I'm sorry, did I say Queen Victoria? I think I meant the Eye of Sauron. At least it's been given a name based on what it is, unlike Golden Gate over there. All right, Shard, you're an E.
Oh, it's on the Golden Straight?
While we're on horrendous
okay.
modern architecture, please take a look at, I'm not even going to call it by its name.
You learn something new every
refer to
day.
this thing as the Jenga building. I see it all the time, and it looks like a gigantic game of Jenga. Who comes up with it? Build something nice. You see this? You see that? You see this thing? That's nice. That's what a nice building looks like. You are the worst, ugliest thing. You pollute the skyline. F. You're with Golden Gate. Get that son of a... All right, we're getting a little negative here. All right, I want to do something a little bit lighter in tone. So let's go for the Budapest Parliament House. Hey, okay. Oh, mama. How do you say in Hungarian?
Nagyon epikus.
This is the Hungarian Parliament building. Okay, it is a neo-Gothic, meaning it's not actually Gothic, but it's a Gothic revival, okay? It's a revival, much like the classical revival in most of America. This beautiful, spanning building sits as the crown of the Danube River, which I am currently standing on and now skating on. Fuck. You know what that's gonna be? That's gonna be our first S-tier building, even though it's a bit slippery over there. S for slippery. Speaking of Parliament buildings, let's talk about the Scottish Parliament building. Wow, you trying to run the government, or are you playing Gary's mod? All sorts of angles and shit stapled on top of each other. Yeah, I guess the old Parliament building just wasn't functioning. Just looked crap. The best thing about this building is that it was over budget, over time, and they're thinking about demolishing it. No, I'm not kidding, by the way. For actually, the third thing is probably good news. Right here, right here. Below, a little bit below F, but not quite. Okay, yes. That's where that belongs. Damn, we're not even halfway through. There's a lot of these left. Jeez, I think the only way to get through this on time is by doing a quick fire round. First up, St. Basil's Cathedral in Moscow, Russia. Very nice. I didn't know they built the Tetris building in real life. Cool. I like Tetris too, dude. That's an A. Taj Mahal, one of the most stunning buildings in the world. Man made it for his beloved dead wife. So we're gonna put that in D and C at the same time for deceased, like his wife. JonTron, that's a solid C. Try harder, dude. Angkor Wat, Cambodia, as in Angkor. What? Girl, this place is crazy. Put that in B for beautiful. The Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, Spain. In Barcelona, España. This one reminds me of King Triton's palace from The Little Mermaid. That's the one now everyone associates with seeing wieners in. So, what can I say? Solid B for that one for me. That's clever. It swam like a frickin' fish. Whoa, what's that? Is that a UFO? Try again. More like an IFO. That's the Space Needle from Seattle, Washington, USA. Sad to say that's firmly on the ground, nowhere near space. Bring that sucker down to E for extraterrestrial. Got him. Next up, Museum of Pop Culture. What better way to celebrate art than by encasing it inside of gigantic metallic used tissues? Wow, I'm stunned, I'm in disbelief. I'm just straight up gonna get rid of that one from the list. See it. Leaning Tower of Pisa? Look, Ma, I'm a tourist.
Now,
right.
I could go
That
into
tower is now
the...
on a ballistic missile to a hangar in Area 51. The Italian government naively allowed me to become large for this joke. Little do they know I was a spy operative. We will find out how you made this tower lean. And from the Leaning Tower of Pisa, we move on.
I could go into
Incredible,
inking and stuff with this,
and ancient.
or I could move on to something. I kind of want to move on to something else. I'm kind of on a roll here with
Some people actually think aliens put these here, which is why I say not everyone should be allowed to vote. You're telling me you came all the way through space-time and you could just muster a couple fucking rocks? Bad alien, bad. This is for not leaving us the vaccine to the bubonic plague. Those are going in A. Great Wall of China. I mean, it's a cool wall, but I don't know about great. You can just walk around it. Solid try, though. That's a C. Okay, we got Minecraft Buckingham Palace. I like this one because it's made of blocks. Okay, never mind on that one. Notre Dame originally. A.
Oui.
Notre Dame during its fire stage. I don't know about that one. I think that's a C. No. Not as good as the original. Notre Dame.
Okay, or you know what?
You tried to destroy it, but you only, in the end, made it stronger. Forbidden City, Beijing, China. Wow.
All right, what the fuck else am I doing
Very
today?
forbidden looking. F. Pyongyang Ice Rink, North Korea. Not only did you starve your people, but you also made them think they were getting a space mountain. And when they got there, all they got was a stinking ice rink. That goes in F for feed your people, please. Aoyama Technical College, Tokyo, Japan. I mean, how are they gonna know you do technical work if your school doesn't look like a Mobile Suit Gundam? Just saying. That's gonna go in B for the grade they most likely give you there when you did A+ work by the rest of the world's standards. Every modern apartment building.
You fools were too blind to see
Every modern office building.
that soon we would be left with nothing but ashes. You know what this cool little town in Austria needs?
Goofy's house. Goofy, 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 I want to hang out with you. Let's hang out. You have the PS1. Mom says I can hang out at your house. My mom's a drug addict. Goofy's house rocks! Firmly.
Uh-oh, did we drop for a second?
Now this one down here is a building that looks like an elephant. It's called the Elephant Tower in Huang Cham Fan, Khet Katuchak, Krung Thep Maha Nakhon 10900 Thailand. Looks kind of like an elephant.
Okay, alright, what am I doing?
Vaguely.
Fuck. We're running out of little things that we could do.
Like a big M. The people in this part of the building feel when they clock in. Ah, well, many buildings have been made before in the
You know what? Fuck it. We're jumping right in. No fear. No fear.
Elephant building to scrutiny. I shan't come careening out the bottom of my office block at 45 miles an hour towards the hard pavement, and my head shan't become a melon upon impact. Put it in E for elephant. I don't care. Great. Have we done it? One more. The Cathedral of St. John the Divine, Manhattan, New York. It's my house. That's my house. I didn't make it up. That's my house. Ethan said so. It's on record.
Take a look at this fucking place, dude. This is where Jontron lives. Can you believe the ego in this guy? Can you believe the ego in Jontron?
John the Divine.
Like, get real, dog. Do you really think you're entitled to this?
He even came up to me, pointed a camera at my face in a restaurant, confusing the hell out of me. It's my house.
Yo, John. Yo, what the fuck, dude? I went over to your house earlier today and you were like, you didn't let me in, dude. It was fucked up.
Hey, Joe, are you serious? Let's put this where it belongs. I didn't make the rules. This goes in Goku rank. All right? Let's get it up there. Keep on going. Yeah, there we go.
OBS was probably just being stupid.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. I think this is overall, like a pretty fair, well-thought-out list. So, you tell me what you think down in the comment section. And you can subscribe and hit the bell icon. I doubt it fucking does anything, but you can hit the bell icon. If you like what I do on this channel, please consider supporting my awesome sponsor, ExpressVPN, because without them, I wouldn't be able to sit here and do this nonsense for all of you. And you know what else I couldn't do without them? That's right, protect my information online from malicious hackers. Did you know that without a VPN, you're putting all your personal information in danger whenever you go online? All it takes is one hacker to steal your information, and they can open bank accounts in your name, access emails, or even access your social media accounts. ExpressVPN encrypts your internet data, preventing others from sniffing your information when you're using a public Wi-Fi network. Also, they've got servers in 94 different countries, so you got plenty of options to choose from no matter where you live. You name it, they've got you covered. You see, I love the feeling of being secure in my browsing no matter where, be it writing a script at my local coffee shop or making last-minute hotel accommodations using airport Wi-Fi before I board my plane. It's less than $7 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take back your internet privacy today and find out how you can get 3 months free by clicking the link in the description box. ExpressVPN.com/Jontron. Okay, see you later. Psychic, vampire.
Oh god, here it comes. The goop. The goop.
Vampire? Or psychic vampire?
I can see your future. Also, I just happen to be a vampire. See?
Guess who made this? If you guessed famous actress Gwyneth Paltrow from such movies as Iron Man and Shallow Hal, you'd be right. You have no idea what's in store for you today, so just buckle in. Sorry, I didn't mean to slam that so hard and hurt the beach rocks they got in here. So I'm pretty shocked that I'd never heard about this before, because usually I hear about things like this, but Gwyneth Paltrow, who I'm sure you know who that is, has essentially been running a snake oil racket with her new age health and wellness company, Goop. Goop! So what is Goop? Well, Goop, often stylized in lowercase as Goop, in case you needed to know that, is an American natural health company owned by actress Gwyneth Paltrow. Goop has faced criticism for marketing products and treatments that have no scientific basis,
Oh, shit.
lack efficacy, and are recognized by the medical establishment as harmful or as misleading. Just putting it nicely. So I know you're probably all thinking, that's all well and good, John, but how did this brilliant woman come up with the name Goop for her multi-million-dollar company? I quote Gwyneth Paltrow herself, I was told that all big internet companies had 2 O's in their title. I mean, to be fair, she's got a point. Google, Yahoo, Microsoft, Amazon, Oople. But hey, that's just the kind of quality you can come to expect from the mastermind behind such prophetic quotes as, "Some days I feel like everyone in my world has plugged themselves into my kidneys. I'm so tired. I am..."
Wrong goop. No, that one actually is. That one's actually medically recognized.
Sometimes Harvey Weinstein will let me use the Miramax jet if I'm opening a supermarket for him. That one didn't age quite so well. Okay, for real, I just gotta read you some of these straight out. These are amazing. There are so many quotes by this lady. "I'd rather smoke crack than eat cheese from a tin. We're human beings, and the sun is the sun. How can it be bad for you? I don't think there's anything natural that can be bad for you." "I am African." No, I'm not sure about that one. I don't know if that checks out. All right, here it is. Goop.com. There she is, right on the front. Goop Glow. What is the Goop Glow, Gwyneth?
This is maybe one of the most exciting days I've had in 2019. The Goop Glow Microderm Instant Glow Exfoliator. What I love so much is that I see an immediate improvement in my skin. It feels so soft and smooth. And it
Oh
looks
fuck, this
really
one's gonna be tough.
I was absolutely ugly before this interview. I got a little marshmallow exfoliator here. Wow! I'm Gwyneth Paltrow, the most beautiful of the 1% of the most beautiful of the population. It'll work for you too, maybe, I guess.
This is the shit.
Don't curse, Gwyneth. Shut the fuck up! Don't curse, Gwyneth. So she sells all sorts of wacky stuff on her site, especially in the wellness section. You know, vitamins and supplements, aromatherapy, cosmic health, grocery. Nobody's grocery list looks like this. Reishi mushroom elixir mix, skin food, prebiotic, superfood, honey with cacao. Knock me out. Just knock me out, dude. Just do it. I should mention, by the way, everything on this website is ridiculously overpriced. $90 for like a little bag of vitamins. I think it comes with like a 30-day supply, but still expensive for what I would assume to be nothing. $68 for your rose quartz crystal straw. $27 for everlasting love. A lot of divorces could have been avoided, okay? A lot of home-breaking tragedies could have been avoided if more people just visited goop.com. That's where you get your psychic vampire.
I need to find like a good reference for like what I'm trying to think of here. Like it's like this guy with like a very typical like shaved head. There's like a it's kind of like a Japanese stereotype, the really short hair.
Half the time I can't tell if these products are real or they're supposed to be like some kind of elaborate joke. Can anyone else either? So here's how the
You
game
see it a
works.
lot with like when they draw young shonen.
Is an actual product from goop.com and the other is a complete fabrication that we made up ourselves.
So I just have to guess what product
You have to guess which
the real one.
Yeah, you have to guess which one you think's actually sold. And I'm gonna tally down your score and tell you how you did at the end. Round one.
I don't have like a good go-to like reference of it in my brain.
Dr. Singa's mustard bath.
Well, I think that one, the mushrooms,
Okay.
could be the real one.
Okay, round two. Is it Dr. Barbara Sturm Face Cream Women or Soya Bella Automatic Nut Milk Mix?
I really, really want that milk maker to be true.
Ash and Amber Eye Soot or reusable sandwich bags?
I'm going to say it's the sandwich bags.
All right, Surviving Death by Leslie Keane for $8. Or is it How Goopy Are You, Volume 1 for $325?
Well, considering it's called Goop, there's got to be something goopy on her website, so I'm going to say How Goopy Are You.
Yeah, but called How Goopy Are You? Would you do that?
You
would buy that?
I want to know how goopy I am.
Well, I found out how Gwyneth Paltrow makes her money. Okay, you want to know how you did?
Yes.
Okay, they're all real.
They're all...
So, okay, maybe I'm being a little too harsh here. I mean, you could just say that there's a lot of companies like this that sell beauty care products that may or may not work, right? But they also do go into some pretty strange realms. Like they promote these body vibe stickers. This is amazing because this website claims that these stickers are on like a freaking frequency or something through a proprietary technology.
Okay.
Frequencies are recorded, condensed, and stored within the sticker. They are actually claiming that through a technology that they have invented, I guess, that they essentially imprison frequencies and then smash them down into the sticker and you put it on yourself. And I guess that's supposed to do something, let alone be possible. When the sticker is properly applied to your skin, it begins broadcasting the stored frequencies, which may influence the cells in your body. You know what else does?
Damn it, I actually like this better.
All right, here we are, the stickers. This one says, that bitch. This one's on a frequency I'd call passive-aggressive. Okay, so in the spirit and name of science that this website clearly promotes, we're gonna put this to the test. All right, so it says here, the frequency of my stickers are calibrated to 528 hertz. And I just happen to have with me today a tuning fork calibrated to 528 hertz. If two objects are tuned to the same frequency and one is struck, the other should then in turn vibrate at the same frequency, creating the same pitch. So it's gonna work with the sticker too, right? Let's see if she sings. I'm in disbelief, I'm stunned. This is not the result I was expecting. The sticker is completely silent. Oh, okay, the vibes initially are a little bit much to handle, but I think I can, you know, wrestle with it until I eventually will become a transcendent being, I feel. The vibes! The vibes! The vibes! Ah! So I'm feeling pretty good, yeah. All right, let's look at some of the videos they've got here. How to give yourself a stomach massage.
So just like getting a massage and getting your stomach rubbed, you get to do that to yourself with the body sphere. You're gonna put it under your belly and you're just gonna rock your hips. This is great to really help you freeing up that congestion that builds up in the deep core.
Can you just give me a breakdown on what congestion is in the deep core, where the deep core might be located, what your credentials are, who are you? Any of those would work.
Whenever you're using your body sphere, especially to massage your organs, don't fill your sphere up all the way.
Just like this. Okay, here's another one. How to relieve neck and shoulder tension with Theragun, which by the way is $600. So this thing better be good.
Hey, I'm Dr. Jason, and I'm here with Alexis. Our shoulders and neck carry a lot of tension, and I'm going to explain to her how to use this.
This is supposed to relieve my tension? I've got to tell you guys, this thing works an absolute miracle on your favorite cuts of meat.
So step one, you're going to focus on the trap area up here. Bring the arm around this way, and she would just take the Theragun and just set it on that area.
Basically, you just take this thing, you just fucking go at it, just get it the fuck on there. Quit being a fucking pussy and just smash that shit onto your skeletal tissue. Ah!
And then the top part of that is 2 different speeds. So you're gonna hit that top one again, then just rest it on your shoulder, kind of in this area right in here.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna hurt you. Just don't worry, just put, I swear, I'm a doctor, a real certified doctor, nothing will happen.
How do you feel?
I feel so relaxed, and I feel like I just went to the spa and got a full body massage.
That's great.
That's a lie, that's an absolute lie. You're a good liar, that's why I hired you.
For your Theragun, go to goop.com.
Sorry! Oh crap! My bad. Alright, now here is a certified classic. It's Gwyneth Paltrow tours the Goop London pop-up. Basically, I guess they had a pop-up store in London, and she came around to do some PR.
Hello. Hello. We are very much a lifestyle brand, launched in 2008, 10 years ago, almost to the day, out of my kitchen in Belsize Park in London, which is just up the road.
She basically just said, I've been working here for like 10 years and I started up the road, but just somehow still sounded like the most pretentious thing I've ever heard in my life.
This is the first rack, G-Label.
All right, let's see if we can't make this a little thinner.
This is one of our fantastic food editors.
Food editor.
The idea is he should look wisp-like. Yeah, there we go.
Is that supposed to mean a chef? I bet she names everything ordinary, something like that. This is not my maid. This is my dirt organizer. This is the man who attends the door, our entrance operator. And this is my sweatshop worker. Oh no, yeah, that's our sweatshop worker.
Well, obviously at Goop, we're very into health and wellness and fitness, so it's all really healthy but very delicious. So you would like this book.
You would like this book, okay? You will like this book. We have an understanding?
So yeah, this is our sexual health section. Smile makers, vibrators. This one is called the Fireman.
He's gonna come to my rescue?
He's gonna come to your rescue.
She's trying to guess too. I feel like she's in on the joke. God bless this woman. She's one of us, I think. Actually, Vice News covered Goop a while back, and they went to her wellness summit. It's just so creepy, man. It's like a cult thing. It's just not what I expected Gwyneth Paltrow to be doing these days.
The summit feels like you're living out the latest Goop newsletter. There are thoughtfully curated gluten-free vegan dishes, wellness panels, and of course, Goop devotees.
And of course, the people who will pay for just about anything.
Has Goop changed your life?
Yeah, well, we both have.
We both have. Come on, Mary, help me out here. What do we have? What do we have?
Rare health conditions.
It's rare health conditions. You wouldn't. The doctors haven't even figured this one out yet. They don't even know.
This actually is looking pretty good.
Somebody who is looking to have insight, some autonomy around health.
So it's not just like
It's not so much him. I kind of nailed him. It's the other one you see. That's really gonna bother me.
Which is helpful because I wouldn't want to do this to anyone, let alone someone I knew personally.
It's not that we're opposed to conventional medicine. We just are very interested in alternative medicine, having autonomy. It's really important, I think, to ask.
I'm not good at drawing old men. I'm really bad at drawing old men.
Everyone's okay with this because it's Gwyneth Paltrow. If any other cult leader or whatever did this, they'd be on blast right away. The world is not safe with this woman at large, okay? But she's powerful. She's of the elite. That's right. This is America, the only free country in the world except Denmark and a few others. Here we settle our scores with capitalism. If you want to beat someone, you got to do it in the arena of the free market. Look out, Paltrow. There's a new entrepreneur in town.
This is when John started doing Mega 64 bits.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen to what I, merely a humble servant of the public, has to say. 'Tis my strong conviction that every man, woman, and child has the right to a decent life, do they not? A life free of struggles and hardship, free of a bad complexion, free of clogged chakras, and free of having to read a single science textbook. Our competitor, wherever they happen to be located, exactly geographically at this moment in time, by coincidence, believes you should have to pay premium prices for snake oil. Not so here at Dr. Jonathan Tronley's Medicinal Menagerie. They would charge you $240 for a simple hairbrush. Here, not more than a nickel for our finest Cobra Coma. $90 for some vitamins containing God knows what. Even you're not that stupid. Here, all the vitamins you could need, right? In that snake oil. One ingredient. Crushed snakes. Gotta be vitamins in there somewhere. And would you believe it, good ladies and gentlemen of this fine country, they would dare to charge you $300 for a vial of simple hyaluronic serum. Whatever the fuck that is. $15 on Amazon. I got a lot of 5-star ratings. In fact, I'm just gonna be honest. Everything in there, in that store that I'm pointing to, but not at the same time, everything inside that may or may not be inside that store, $15 or less on Amazon. Mustard bath? You ever heard of Heinz? Goes good on hot dogs, too. Oh, this? Just my shopping list. Hey, you ever buy something online and then find out later you could have gotten it for less? That's a feeling more unpleasant than being taken to the Tower of London and tortured mercilessly for 10 days. Not to mention, once that happens, you get the creeping suspicion you could be overpaying every single time you shop.
Oh no.
I don't have that problem. And now, I'm going to proceed to tell you why. It's because I've...
Oh no, no, John, no.
...time and money when shopping online. Honey, until next...
They're Deeble. I gotta get up and pee.
Blitzkrieg has declared war.
Let's see who will lead the counterattack.
That's improbable you would have picked me. This Halloween season, why not join me in Rise of Kingdoms, an awesome mobile MMO real-time strategy game inspired by history. The game is completely free with 11 historical civilizations, amazing real-time battles, a never-before-seen-on-mobile infinite zoom function, and super sweet alliance battles. If you think you have what it takes, I dare you to try to take down my kingdom. Rise of Kingdoms is gonna hook you up with reinforcements if you click the link in my description. You'll get 200 gems, 2 silver keys, 2 times 50,000 food, and 2 times 50,000 wood. By using the code MPQS3SF4CH in the description. And they were even nice enough to set me up with... Haunting, I'm home! Today we're going to be looking at something called Haunted Lives, True Ghost Stories. And that's right, real ghost stories. Not fake ones. Real ghost stories. This little-known American miniseries, eventually shortened to just Haunted Lives, then subsequently retitled to Real Ghosts. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's hard to settle on a name for something you really care about. I mean, personally, I would have just named it Warning, Do Not Watch. True Ghost Stories. The first season stars a narration of Leonard Nimoy of Star Trek fame, somehow, till I guess he realized he was on a sinking ship because he bailed on season 2. The aim of the show was to take paranormal stories that were supposedly true and dramatize them into little shorts, not unlike Unsolved Mysteries. On the face of it, it doesn't really sound like a bad idea, but it seems they mostly lost their heads in the execution. Going down. So, let's just get ready and dive right into this episode of Haunted.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Because they probably don't speak English. But maybe. If it pays enough. I'm sure that, like, there's an entire contingent of just, like, third world artists that love working for these American companies because they get paid a little bit better than a slave wage.
Well, we're off to a good start with that horrendous noise that has shattered my eardrums.
When one thinks of ghosts, one imagines ruined castles or a lonely graveyard in the dead of night. But recently, psychic Sylvia Brown investigated a series of hauntings in a most unlikely location, an ordinary toy store in Sunnyvale, California.
You're not wrong. That's definitely not what I was expecting. Also, I think that is a ghost just in itself.
This is a place in which they had lost, or reportedly had lost, 6 managers. So out of desperation, they called me and said, would you please come in because we think we have a ghost.
How is this the first thing they went to? They're like, 6 managers have quit this Toys R Us within like a 3-month span. This place is fucking haunted. I can't believe there was a time, like recently, in the 90s, when anyone would officially call a psychic for anything. Someone would still do that now, wouldn't they? They'd still do that now. Don't hurt me like this. And by the way, I thought this was just a dramatization at first, but I found out that that is actually renowned psychic Sylvia Brown playing herself. Everyone else is an actor in this whole thing, but Sylvia Brown is playing herself for some reason. Now, if you don't know who Sylvia Brown is, I don't blame you. During the 90s in America, she was this famous medium/psychic who claimed to be able to talk to heaven and angels via her spirit liaison, Francine. But don't worry, I've got good news for you. They were able to officially debunk her in 2002. They used an advanced method called looking up anything she said and finding out it was made up completely.
Where the fuck did I put the old man book?
I am just as shocked as you are.
She's gone, honey.
Do you know where she's at?
Yeah, in heaven on the other side.
I've been kidnapped and I've been missing for 10 years and I'm here, I'm free now.
Thank God they got to that in a timely manner, okay? Think of what havoc she could be wreaking if she were out here today. Oh, wait, she can't, because she's dead. I wonder if she predicted that, so she wasn't on the toilet when it happened.
It's a story of unrequited love, and not like some of the violence we see at other, let's say, ghost stories. It's sad, it's tragic.
What are you gonna do? Every now and then you just get a sad ghost story. All right, they can't all be happy.
It was the new frontier of California. Yanni Janssen was a barely literate, emotionally disturbed farmhand who lived...
All right, okay. Why don't you tell me what you don't like about the guy? Consider me a Yanni Janssen fan. You sure it wasn't just Johnny Johnson and he just wrote it wrong because he's illiterate?
Yanni Janssen lived for just one thing, his desperate love for his employer's daughter.
Elizabeth.
Yanni, you have to stop writing me these letters.
Don't mean to upset you.
Yanni, I can't read this shit anyway. You are literally illiterate. This isn't even a letter. This is a picture of a house. What is that, an elephant?
Oops.
Yanni, where did you see an elephant in 1800s America?
I don't have very much to offer, but what riches I do have are in my heart.
I don't love you, Yanni. You have to understand that.
You can't read, but I know you can hear.
I don't mean to hurt you, but I'm getting married in 6 days, and it's best that you forget about me.
Wait, you don't know me?
Very good point, Yanni. That is indeed exactly why she is now backing slowly away from you.
Elizabeth, don't go!
Real ghosts. Actual serious ghosts. Fiction? Think again.
This man has clearly not seen my work safety video. Yanni, 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 Yanni. Yanni, no! You can't go out like this. Oh, he couldn't read or write or do much, but Yanni, no! Elizabeth, help! To think no one stopped to help this poor man as he was fatally bleeding from the shin. Funny enough, that's actually where the phrase comes from, if you don't know. The Achilles shin, okay? That's a very weak part of the body. One blow, and you're out. It's a big flaw in our architecture, okay? If I was designing humans, all right, I would have just left the shin out entirely. Would have just connected the femur directly to the ankle. It's a much sturdier design. You can try all you want. You're not going to get a shin blow on that design. Oh, get over it, Yanni. It's just a...
You know what's funny? I think about this video. I know I've said that before, but I think about that it's just a dent you'll live, because my dad actually likes to cut firewood with an axe, and he's like 60. And I will never forget. I had to. I'm glad I was available. I was in like the Burger King takeout line, and he called me, and he accidentally. He did exactly what this guy did in this video. He accidentally hit himself in the leg with an axe, and he's on blood thinners. So I was kind of there was kind of a situation that was not fun.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Didn't mean to clip the back of your hair there. I'm just
So I think about that. Oh, it's just a dent you'll live. Because I had a situation very similar to that, where it almost was very bad.
While your right hand is doing this, your left hand can be doing this or, you know.
Excuse me, are you the manager? Yes. There's something wrong with your bathroom. The water comes on by itself.
No cause for alarm, ma'am. That's just the automatic faucets.
May I please have the rest of the day off?
Oh, whatever it is that scared you back there.
Couldn't be worse than me.
Sure, there's a logical explanation for it. Come on, I'll
Come
show
on,
you.
fucker. Jesus.
Oh, it's only the storeroom.
Oops. Oops.
Nothing to be afraid of.
Delta Squadron, come in. I need a direct line to Randy Newman, goddammit. So yeah, this is what they are trying to pass off as real. Now you gotta remember, this ain't fiction, okay? This is supposed to be a documented account of the events as they happened.
Okay, guys, we got a little problem. So I am putting the storeroom off limits for the next couple of days.
Welcome to Ghosts R Us. Can I haunt you?
This is not a joke.
Listen, Crab Cake, this ain't funny. Did you not see there was a fucking frisbee dance on the walls with a dinosaur back there? Yeah, sorry, kid. That's not gonna cover it, even with inflation.
Shit.
Haunted cash register, isn't it obvious?
I really like this, but I also accidentally
No, that's
did it way too small with the line weight.
Bill,
Like, way smaller.
did you stack them like that?
No. And what about those, Bill? Did you stack them like that? Wow. Well, no, that's a hot mess. I'm not sure anyone's going to be able to tell what that is. Do you want to show the kind viewers out there? You want to show them what this is supposed to be? Still got you, though. Still fucking got you, though.
We just found out some really interesting information. A long time ago, some people named Elizabeth and Martin Murphy lived here in Sunnyvale. They had this hired hand named Yanni Janssen. All this stuff happened exactly where the store is now.
She may even know who the ghost is.
Son of a bitch, get out of here, you pesky ghost. Trying to listen.
From what I can tell, this has all the signs of a real haunting.
All of them. All the telltale signs are here. I just love the fact that Sylvia Brown is actually in this. I mean, her being in this implies that this dramatization is exactly how it went down. She was there. She would have had to look at the scene with the floating pogo stick and go, "Yep, I was there. That's exactly how that happened. What a tragedy."
What exactly is a haunting?
It's spirits that don't know they're dead. See, in this case, Yanni Janssen is in a time warp.
It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. I mean, I reviewed all the files here, and yep, this motherfucker's in a time warp.
So how long will he be doing this for?
Months, years, maybe.
It could be a week if you're lucky. Unfortunately, these things are case by case, totally situational.
Totally
I love how she's thinking about
situational.
this haunting like it's indoor plumbing. She's like, that'll clear itself up in a couple weeks.
Old
months,
Johnny
maybe."
Boy does
I
get
wouldn't
some
worry about it.
good
That night,
quotes.
Sylvia Brown tried to summon the spirit of Yanni Janssen.
Yanni, are you with us? Yanni, can you hear me? I can feel his presence now.
In 1991, all these goons got together and sat down in the back of a Toys R Us and tried to summon the ghost of Yanni Janssen. That's right, you heard me. They all had a seance with Jeffrey the motherfucking giraffe. And how'd they get corporate to agree to this? How?
Hello, Yanni. Come closer so we can see you.
I come from the future to tell you that brick and mortar establishments will become unsustainable due to online retailers such as Amazon.com.
You're looking for someone.
Yeah, I was just looking for a customer sales rep. I was wondering which one of these bikes would be best for off-roading.
Elizabeth. Elizabeth Murphy. She's on the other side. You have to go towards the light to find Beth.
Go on now. Come on, Yanni, get. Don't make us harder than it has to be. Go towards the light. Huh. Well, that was easier than expected.
I need to figure out how to do those, like, wrinkles when,
Nobody likes poor Yanni, all right? I mean, if you get
I mean, so far, this is looking actually, like,
and accidentally kill himself in the leg.
marginally impressive,
Went to Madagascar to avoid tax fraud. And Yanni's ghost
for
was
what
cast out of
I
the Super
was,
Silver Isle forever. Or was he?
for what I was expecting to get out of this.
And
turned to triumph as Yanni finally learned to read and write.
Good job.
Yanni's appearance in the 1982 seance, as evidenced by this famous infrared photograph, was not his last haunting.
This famous infrared photograph. No doubt you all know and love this one. Needs no introduction, all right? It's as American as Mickey Mouse and apple pie. There it is. Everyone's got one of these laying at home. Why am I even showing it to you? This just looks like a bunch of people waiting around, especially that lady. She's not even looking. If there was a ghost right in front of you, wouldn't you think you'd be looking at it? She looks like she's just talking to her friend like, so what do you do next Sunday? I'm pretty sure they're trying to pass this guy off as Yanni Janssen. But I think if my deduction skills are correct, that's just a dude standing there.
In January of 1991, we revisited the Sunnyvale Toys R Us, where employees past and present gathered to talk about their experiences in the intervening years.
This part is amazing. They go back to the same store to talk to the employees about their paranormal experiences with Yanni over the years, and they basically all have nothing to say. But they know this is their 15 minutes of fame, and they are not wasting it.
And I said to the manager, "You say what? Did that frighten you?" And he said, "It sure did, Pat."
You say what? Lillian, I'll tell you what I say. I say that I love you with all my heart. Be my grandpa!
I had gone in to use the restroom, heard the water turn on, kind of looked under, saw nobody in the restroom. The water turned off, the door opened, and...
Let's just get two things on the record right now. One, he's currently serving 25 to life, and two, I didn't know a penis could be malformed in that fashion. So I'm working by myself over the door one day on greeting duty, and a man walks in about this high, reminding me of Yanni. So I looked at him, I says, "Are you Yanni the ghost?" And he replied to me, I'll never forget it, as long as I live. He said, "No, sir, I'm just here to buy a toy."
He still walks up and down these halls. Someday, of course, he will leave.
Someday he'll leave? Sylvia, what do you mean someday he'll leave? What did everybody just pay you for? I saw you with my own eyes sit back there. You said, "Hain't be gone," and he disappeared back into his wormhole. I'm starting to think you might be a scam artist. Some things never change. Well, this has been fun, or painful, depending on your definition of words. But I've got to be going now. So until next time, I want to wish you all out there a very Merry Halloween. Oh. Come on, stupid 1920s technology! Son of a bitch!
Have you ever wanted to obtain your very own piece of the internet? Well,
oh no, not a U2's.
You can buy this.
Yes, it's true. If you've been following me, you may have heard that I've been cooking up a little something special for you. And today is the official launch of my limited edition collectible JonTron U2's vinyl figure.
I don't think I've ever
it is a limited edition
looked at one of those and went, wow, this is just a Funko Pop under a different name, isn't it?
Display right there on the home page. Actually, well, that's pretty cool, actually. You can mess around with that, and, well, look at that. I found a freaking Easter egg in here. But you gotta be quick because there's only a limited amount of them, and they do tend to go pretty fast, these things, and once they sell out, they don't get printed again, so it's a true collectible. And also, as a bonus, I'll be signing this one, and I'll be sending it to one lucky winner. All you gotta do to enter is go to Instagram.com and follow both me and U2's, and leave a comment on my post right here.
Like anything like this, I guess, that has
really
been like templated to such a standard, just kind of feels
Thanks, guys. You could have left that out.
cheap.
Right? You could have embellished.
I don't know.
Let's even got Jacques. We haven't seen him in a while. Speaking of Jacques, where is that?
Yeah, that's the fucking Sonichu medallion for like a certain section of YouTubers.
Hello, this is Bird.
Jacques, buddy, how you doing? How's retirement treating you? I hear you're living it up out there.
Who is this?
That's good. That's good, man. I'm happy for you. I tell you what, did you hear that little figurine with me and you is coming out today? Huh?
What?
What do you mean I never told you?
I didn't agree to that.
No, you have to have it.
That's my identity.
No, you have no recourse.
That's my likeness.
No, it's done. You're on it.
Don't do this.
Don't make me litigate. Oh, Jacques, while I've got you, the entire internet has been hounding me with this question for you, and I figured, why don't we just do it right here live on air, and you can just answer everyone's question right here and now. Okay, you ready? The question is,
Are you dead?
Inside.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I figured you'd say that. All right. No, he's not dead. No, he's not. He's not dead. Thanks, man. Thanks for answering that.
This isn't funny.
Hey guys, I bet you're wondering why I'm dressed in such high fashion here in this 100-degree crisp weather. Well, that's because I found myself today in my travels in the small town of Hickory, North Carolina, at the Hickory Motor Speedway. And I'm with NASCAR driver extraordinaire Garrett Smithley today.
Yeah, my name's Garrett Smithley. I'm a NASCAR driver. I drive in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series and also the NASCAR Xfinity Series. I have over 120 starts in NASCAR. I have over 70 wins, 4 championships in Bandoleros and Legend cars, and been racing for about 12 years, so I have a lot of experience.
I didn't ask for your Wikipedia, Garrett, Jesus. And Garrett has promised to take me around this track in fast cars. Haven't you, Garrett?
I have.
And I'm gonna regret that, aren't I, Garrett?
Yes, you will. So NASCAR is kind of the top echelon of stock car racing, and then short track racing is kind of grassroots. It's where people get their start. So that's
okay. So this is like the hometown track.
This is the hometown track.
This
That's
is the
right.
local thing.
Yep.
Actually, the most amazing thing about this track is that it looks like a gulag when viewed from the right angle. You see?
What's a gulag?
It's what the communists put their political dissidents in. Like a prison for political dissidents.
What's political? What did you
like
say?
Like the people the communists didn't like, they put them in a gulag.
Okay, so like a jail.
Forced labor camp.
Okay. Well, this is a racetrack, so.
Okay, Garrett, can you tell us a little about this thing?
Yeah, so this is a late model race car. Be about 100 miles an hour, 120 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour?
Yeah.
You feel that when you're going on the highway, which I may or may not know about. Never gone above the speed limit in my life. And you wouldn't either, would you, Garrett?
No.
But there are no speed limits on this track, unluckily for me. I noticed there's no door or door handle, so I'm assuming I'm gonna have to waddle my fat
climb through.
Butt through the window,
There's no door handle, there's no window.
Are all NASCAR cars like this?
Yeah.
Hold on, they don't have taillights?
That's right.
Are you, my whole life I thought they were taillights.
They're stickers.
All of them?
Yes.
For real, are you serious? None of them have headlights?
No, they've never had lights.
What do you do when you gotta get it around in the dark?
That's why there's lights. There's lights outside.
Okay, I'm ready. And I don't know why I'm the one wearing this and you're not, but we're ready to do this.
That's why I'm the professional.
Okay, yeah. So you just jump in.
You just jump in.
Okay. Show me how it's done.
It's easy.
It's easy. I'm Garrett Smithley. It's easy.
It is easy. Just hop in.
Listen, man, I'm not a spry youngster like you. Bright blonde hair and blue eyes, skinny as a twig. Okay? I've seen some things, Garrett. Okay. That's easy. Listen, kids, if I can do it, anyone can. But I haven't done it yet. Just hold on with that inspiration.
How you doing over there?
Don't test me right now, Garrett. I swear to God, I've been putting up with your banter, your attitude. It's easy.
Easy.
Frickin' barely felt it. Okay, genuinely goodbye. I love you, everyone. Okay.
You ready?
Are we good? We're just going, aren't we?
Yeah, just go.
Let's do this. First time in a... Okay, that was actually a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. Can you hear me screaming?
No.
That was really fast.
What do you think?
That was a lot faster than I expected, but also just about as fast as I expected.
Was it fun?
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know how you drive that way. I'm pretty sure you're floating the car at a certain point.
Yeah, it like you felt the rear end kind of slide out.
It felt smoother than I thought it would feel.
That was nothing.
That was nothing? So what's something? Don't show me something. Let me get out before I ask that question. Okay.
I gracefully exited the vehicle before Garrett could show me what something was, but we had more important matters to attend to anyways, because Garrett and I were about to go head-to-head on the racetrack.
Garrett, I can't say I'm not disappointed, man. I thought we were going to do a race together, and you took me to a go-kart course?
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere. You can't just hop into a race car and drive it.
Says you.
Well, all right. So if you can beat me out here in go-karts, then you can drive my race car. How's that sound?
All right, you got a deal, dude.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do this. All right, Garrett's going to start us off. He's going to do a lap. Show us how it's done. Why don't you? All right, 3, 2, 1, go! He thinks he's so good? You don't think I'm going to be able to come close to that? What? Ye of little faith. Oh shit, the checkered flag. What was our time? What was his time, Eric?
1 minute 13.
1 minute 13. 73 seconds. He's still going. This guy's a speed demon. He doesn't want to stop. Nice one, Garrett. You did 1 minute 13.
Okay.
How do you feel you did?
Better than you.
Better. I haven't done it yet.
I know.
But you still feel that way?
Yes.
What are you, omniscient? You a future teller? What's the weather gonna be like next week, Garrett?
Faster than you.
I don't know where I'm walking, but it's somewhere away from this guy. Let's see how I hold up, yeah?
You ready?
Yeah.
Gotta be 113.
Okay, 113. It's time to beat.
All right. Ready? Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go!
You know, I probably should have looked at some more shitty, like, tech startup, like, types. I feel like I kind of just went for generic greedy businessman guy with this.
I meant to do that. I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Oh my god. A little harder than what. Actually, it's just harder than what. How'd I do?
136.
A lot longer than yours.
Well, you didn't wreck. The cart's in one piece. You're in one piece.
You're not saying a lot for me, man. You're saying a lot of words, but you're not saying a lot for me.
I'm saying you're not taking my job.
We're gonna race now. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna race. We're gonna do 3 laps. All right, 5 is down. 2, 1, 3.
Oh, fuck. I have way more on this than I thought I...
I meant to do that.
I was so concerned about the face, I forgot I have, like, an entire rest of the body to do.
No. Don't you dare. Get away. Son of... Oh my god, no he's not. No he's not. No. Oh, come on, man. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Now this guy is just a show off. Did you get that on camera? How he did me dirty? How he smeared his NASCAR doo-doo in my face? All right, that was a good race, Garrett. So.
Next up was the main event. We headed down to the official NASCAR track at Charlotte Motor Speedway to get front row seats to the action. Supposedly to watch cars go fast or something. I don't know, I believe that was the idea. There we met up with Garrett as he was getting ready for the big race. He also signed some autographs for some kids, the national treasure, and I helped. He gave us a tour of the pit and even showed us a race car with his name on it. Wow, he's humble too. Finally, right before the race, we take some photos with our boy and say good luck. It's time for the good stuff. Off he goes in number 4, Baby Blue. Godspeed, my dude. I'm not entirely sure, but from what I gathered, this event appears to be a high-speed recreation of Los Angeles traffic with less fatalities. Very cool.
Will hop in the 2-car. He's gonna miss the chicane. Oh, there's a wreck behind him. Ran into the back of Garrett Smith.
But I'm gonna wrap this one up, and then I gotta get some food because I'm actually kind of hungry.
Earlier than we thought.
Yeah, so we just broke a transmission.
Yeah.
Just a parts failure. It's cars up there, not on the racetrack.
Yeah. So we came back here to meet Garrett. We were supposed to do a big thing at the end where it was like, Garrett, you did great out there, man. So
we can still do that.
No, but I'm getting to it. Garrett, you did great out there, man. Oh, crap. Spin out.
Yeah, somebody wrecked.
Oh, man. I feel like as it goes on, we're getting more and more spin outs. Like people getting tired.
He's shitting his pants right now because they just keep having all these cautions.
Yeah, it's like one after another. You see, that's from that guy's mouth himself. So that was pretty amazing out there. I got to tell you, that was. We were watching you zoom by. We're like, yeah, it's our boys, it's our boys. I went to use the toilet, then I came out and you had crashed forever and said Garrett Smithley out. I said, what happened?
That's 5, 6, 7 cars on the first lap, and then got hit, and then lost that all back, and then passed them back. And
who hit you?
JJ Yaley.
Who?
JJ Yaley.
JJ Yaley.
We're coming for you.
You're on the night watch. And for all you out there, go follow Garrett at, do you have any socials?
Yeah, at Garrett Smithley on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat.
It's easy. At Garrett Smithley.
Thanks.
Yeah. Anyways, Garrett, this has all been amazing, but we've got one last challenge for you back at our lake house.
Okay.
What do you say you swing by?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Use that as a transition. Cut me out. All right, Garrett, well, thank you for coming out here to my beautiful lake house on Lake Norman that I definitely own and is mine. I brought you here because I wanted you to see my dead fish.
There he is.
That's just actually floating in the water behind us.
Is that dinner?
Now, Garrett, not that it wasn't a real blast being, having my brains rattled around in my skull and disgraced on the go-kart track, but, so far it's all been on your turf, okay? But now, you're on my turf. It's not like a veiled threat or anything, it's just the facts. And, you being a racer, but me being an epic gamer, I set up a VR racing scenario. That's right. 2 Oculus Rifts, it's VR racing. It's self-explanatory. Do you think you could beat me in the VR world as well as the real one, Garrett?
Yeah, I can.
Let's put that to the test. Visors on. You're supposed to. Thank you. All right, Garrett, it's this way. Your seat is the red one, and I shall be blue.
Oh. So there's like steering wheels and
Oh yeah,
pedals.
man. Welcome to hell, Garrett.
Is that really a place?
Apparently it is, yes. Somewhere in Norway. All right, Garrett, it's 6 laps around the Hell Norway track.
Trying to lap you in 3, got it.
You know what? I think I might put up a little bit more of a fight this time, because I watched you race.
You probably practiced all day long. Whoa.
do you see the wheel? I'm looking over to you in VR, but you're...
I can't see you.
Do you look
Oh,
left?
I can look. There you are.
I mean, actually... Oh, don't! Shit! Good luck! See ya, loser! Ah, smoked him. Smoked him.
Oh, God. I spun out.
Ah! He spun out! You hear that? Wow, what a loser!
Oh, you're like actually kind of good. Shoot.
Smell you later.
I'm getting some really weird sensations.
Oh, are you getting sick?
Not sick, but it's just like...
Oh, yeah, this is like your first time, isn't it?
This is insane.
Oh, God!
I just did a jump. Oh, no! Hey, yeah.
No.
All right, I'm good now. My windshield lights...
See ya! This is closer than I thought it was gonna be. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wait, did
Oh, who's this?
So, you know what? I'm really happy I was ahead of you for at least 10 seconds. Dude, I'm getting like butthurt about losing to a NASCAR driver right now. What is him? He barely even practiced this. He's lucky.
I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the coolest things I've ever done.
It's cool, right?
You just cost me money, because I'm gonna buy one of these.
Woo! You did it?
Winner!
So nice job.
That was cool.
So not as bad as you thought, though, right?
No, I was worried for a second.
For a second, your pride was on the line.
I was like, wait a minute.
All right, Garrett. It's been a blast. Thanks for coming on the show.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too. Stay tuned for me getting beat by other sports professionals next time. Bye.
Bye.
Phew! The virtual world can be a scary place. But it doesn't have to be, and that's where ExpressVPN comes to the rescue. Whenever you're connected to an unencrypted internet network,
God, I am kind of hungry. Fuck. I want to finish this, though.
It's really...
We did it. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Excuse me, Mr. Kringle, sir. We know you're probably real busy tonight, but we thought we'd give you these.
You know, to keep your strength up for the long journey.
Oh, you kids. Santa's got something very special for you. What if this happened to you? Would you have been able to protect your family from Santa's relentless flurry of edge-based attacks? Worry not, though. Those kids were on the bad list. But what if they weren't? That's exactly why you need this. Surviving Edged Weapons, the best police training film ever made. Never again succumb to the evil of any pointy object, no matter how long, sharp, or delicious.
Man, he gave up on this animated intro pretty quick.
Today we're going to take a look at something called Surviving Edged Weapons, which was a film issued to the Canadian Police Force in 1980 with the intent of training said police force how to survive and deal with what they refer to as edge-based attacks. We talking like edge of a table? Microsoft browser? Well, none of those actually. What they mean when they say edge-based attacks is primarily blades, with often comical and novel examples. So yeah, this was meant to be an actual documentary for police on how to best avoid and deflect situations involving knives, katanas, chainsaws, you name it, okay? Basically anything pointy. Pencils. You gotta see this one to believe it. So let's watch.
From the beginning, man has possessed the attributes of the animal, and from his human inventiveness came weapons that could puncture and slash his enemy's flesh.
Did we really have to go back to the fossil record to determine the origin of the shiv? We're going back down the family tree to Homo erectus to find out why man's got an unquenchable thirst for thrusting.
He developed the instinct, speed, power, dynamic movement.
And to illustrate this raw primal vigor, we've found the fattest, most mentally incapacitated looking caveman we could possibly find.
Gradually, which has changed very little, man created a knife culture.
A knife culture. Can someone please explain to me what exactly constitutes as knife culture?
Knife culture.
Still slashing and stabbing its enemies, the knife culture is still alive and deadly.
Right here, wouldn't you know it? At home. In the Bronx.
What's happening, man? Now that's it. Got the money, man? Let me see the shit, man. The shit's there, man. Where's the money? 5 minutes. 5 minutes, baby. No, man. No money, no shit.
Shit was there if you wanted it, but unfortunately, no money, no shit. Shit was there.
Ah, man, 5 minutes. Oh, fuck you, man.
Hold on, you lost me. Can you explain the rules again?
While the knife culture continues to hone its skills, many officers dismiss the edged weapon as a mere relic from man's primitive roots.
No, they don't. No one takes a look at this and goes, oh, very fine specimen. Is it from the Neolithic? What museum does it belong to?
Hey, you! Pig! I wouldn't finish writing that ticket if I were you.
Okay, wow. Real scary, Fred Flintstone. What are you gonna do next with that thing? You gonna jump in this car, hop in this car, pedal it with your feet like Wilma and Barney?
Damn it!
Fucking loser.
Knew I should have brought a gun.
Use of the unexpected is a favorite tactic of edged weapon offenders.
I told you 3 times to stop bothering the customers. This time you're going to jail. You're too close.
Oh, God damn it. I need a new job.
Basic perception if you get into a knife attack is there's going to be one single thrust. You're going to cleanly and effectively block it, and that's going to be the end of it. You're going to...
The basic perception is I'm James Phillips, okay?
Oh, this hand.
It's a rough and tumble world. You think it's going to go this way, it's going to go that way, okay? Knives is complicated business.
You're going to bend that knife out of his hand and arrest the bad guy, and that's the end. It doesn't work that way, sports fans.
You hear that, sports fans? You're lagging behind. You're making resident knife expert James Phillips have to repeat himself. Get your shit together.
fucking sports fans.
Things go from bad to horrible real quick. Right away, you're in deep shit. You're in bad shape. You're in a bad place.
You're in what I'd call it not good, in a lower than ideal, not where you want to be situation.
Our goal is to help you avoid becoming an edged weapon statistic by teaching you how to make a proper threat assessment and how to react with control.
Now, what we really want to instill in you is not just how to spot an edged weapon, but also what to look for and what to do about it. Okay, in fact, just behind me right now, it's a great example. We don't know what that could be. You can just see the hilt of his sword poking out there. Could be a Zweihander, a katana. Jumping Jehovah James, that's a scimitar he's got. Very formidable sword. Don't want to tangle with that thing. Designed to kill when making contact with the body. Now remember, the first thing you got to do in this scenario is stay calm. If you don't get him on the first shot, you've always got 4 more. Hey, I got him in 1, but don't feel bad if you don't, okay? Take as many tries as you need. See, what I want you to really internalize is that this is nearly 100% effective, because even if he does manage to get in close, okay, he's really not going to want to get hit with those slugs, okay? He's going to avoid it, as you can see.
Did it? What time is it in Japan right now? See, that's the thing. That's what you got to think about. What time is it in Japan right now?
Police department, come on to the door.
Now, hold on. Does this man just casually have a claymore sitting in the
It's like
house? I have nothing
8 o'clock in the morning.
My wife abandoned me. My children hate me. Now this cop is knocking at my door, and I have King Arthur's literal fucking Excalibur right next to me. No, that did not just happen. How did they make this with a straight face and then show it to an academy of police officers as official training protocol?
Adding to the threat,
Come on, fucker.
are a host of improvised weapons. A baseball cap with razor blades sewn to the back, which can be swung by the bill to cut your face.
This guy's a legend. All right, he's a regular Mexican odd job. Naranjas by day, your cabeza by night. Here's trabajo extraño.
Common household items can produce extreme damage. An attack with this grapefruit cutter would be like getting stabbed with 2 knives.
This improperly stored Swiss Army knife could be like getting stabbed with 3. There's no way to know for sure, but these 4 regular knives taped together would likely cause a sensation of 4 knives stabbing at once. There's simply no telling how far this rabbit hole goes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got to be a placeholder then.
Used instantly is the speed with which attacks can occur. Buck knives can be locked in place when drawn, even with one hand.
Please, sir, have mercy on me.
Watch how fast someone who's really skilled can get into action with a knife.
Wait, what? Were there any frames between when he was standing and when the knife came out? I didn't see it, dude. Go back. Go back. I didn't see it. There's no frames, dude. That's just, he's been holding the knife the entire time. Go to a baby picture of him. Dude, he's had that knife the whole time. He never took that out.
Officers who fall victim to edged weapons usually commit at least one critical error, like misreading what could be a weapon.
Let's try it again. This time, why don't you leave the pens in the tray before you come through?
Sure.
Sometimes it's the unlikely individual who has the best chance of harming you.
Yeah. It sure is. Dude, you could have just put the pens in the tray. Let's be real, okay? Now you're going to jail for the rest of your life. Was it fucking cool? Absolutely was fucking cool. Was it worth it? I'm not so sure.
Also, I gotta figure out what I'm doing about
Grandma in Miami Beach. You didn't have to
American Brand, the anime.
I'm not one to judge, but
a third type of behavior usually occurs as a defensive reaction by an offender.
Get away from here.
The taunting gesture.
Drop the razor.
And what he's telling you is, don't invade my space or I'll attack you.
Soon after this grandiose display, he will retreat back to his den to tend to his newborn cubs, once again secure in his domain.
Whether you actually have to use deadly force will depend on the suspect's action.
Holy shit.
You could tell that was just some lady that fucking worked around whatever police office filmed this. I've been drawing for a minute. I'm actually fucking starving, so I'm about to wrap up. We've been going for about 3 hours. But yeah, I tried starting early today.
When you do have to use your remember this acronym. SMENS.
SMENS.
Go on, take notes. You better not forget that. SMENS, how could you ever forget that?
You shoot to stop the attacker's threatening action.
Shoot, that's a good one. Remember that. Shoot first, men's later.
You move out of the attacker's path.
Where you moving to? You on the run now? Quick, get out of there before the police come. Oh, wait, I am the police. You're going to jail for a long time, son.
You evaluate whether the attacker has been incapacitated.
Oh, this fucking hand. Oh, this hand is the worst.
You neutralize
I gotta
the
grab my
threat if it has not been
model.
stopped.
Neutralize.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
This one was already
Of
accomplished
course.
in step
You
one.
know, I have
Shoot,
both of
okay?
them. I have the left and right hand. And of course, the second I need one or the other, I can't find.
In this particular
They're like
situation,
inversely
unless you scan
related
this
to
mirror,
each other.
don't scan. Sure
Where
makes me smack.
if
I
the
mean,
one I need
you
will
don't even really
always
gotta
be missing.
evaluate. Just don't even
Oh,
gotta
no,
move.
here it is.
Just shoot. Just remember to shoot the guy. It's really all it's got
And
to
I
say.
end up finding the. I end up finding the other
How
one.
many edged weapons do you see now?
Okay, this is gonna suck. This is gonna look weird.
I didn't expect to see you two again this year on account of the aortic ruptures. So tell me, this year have you been naughty or nice? Oh, you little bastards! I'll show you the true meaning of Christmas!
Remember, smacks. Step 1, shoot.
Fucking John got gunned down by 2 people on his staff. Oh.
Step 3, evaluate. Step 4, neutralize. Step 5, scan.
I just want to give a huge shout out to Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring this video. Many of you out there have been asking me for my shaving routine, so I thought I would share. You know, I may have a lot of sharp and shiny things laying around, but what do you think I use this? Why would you think that? I use the highest quality razors only, which is why I use Dollar Shave Club. And it's not just razors you can get from them. You know, it's shaving creams, lotions, deodorants, salves.
Oh, man.
They got everything to keep you feeling
Hands. Sweet
I'm
hands.
talking everything, okay? They got fresh and tingly peppermint one wipe Charlies. I'll let you use your imagination as to where the one wipe is going down. I know what I'm talking about, okay? I use Dollar Shave Club myself. I get a box from them every month. You can mix and match what you receive every month with their super intuitive graphic interface, and you can change the frequency.
How does the hand model even stay stiff? It's like an action figure, man.
Come straight to your doorstep, and you're
You just pose it.
Go to dollarshaveclub.com/JohnTron to get the
Oh man, fuck. It's by Kotobukiya.
restock box ships full-size products at regular price.
I will link it in a second. But I like it a lot.
Prove your point.
Good on you, Anna.
Oh,
Good on you.
shit.
You didn't cave.
Thank you.
1 minute you're there.
Thank you, Google, for remembering my fucking place from probably watching this like 20 years ago.
So I bet you're wondering. No, you're really not wondering, are you? Why I'm in a bunker, literally in my basement, in my house. 1 minute you're there, you're making all these epic plans to entertain the world. The next minute you're in your basement. So until further notice, my show is just going to be taking place right here in my war bunker. Okay? I got vinyls. Be needing those when it's all over. I'm trapped. I'm really trapped, guys. Look there, look at that. I put googly eyes on Bush's baked beans. Listen, Beanie, you've been a great part of the show. You're unforgettable, but I'm gonna need you for sustenance during these harsh times. So I'm gonna have to open your skull and drink your juices. Slimy yet satisfying. Well, we may be here until further notice, but as they say, the show must go on.
I don't even think they're including shipping.
To lighten the mood and talk about the second most prevalent germ out there, actually. And she goes by the name of.
What do you mean? Like the hand?
This lady, okay? This lady, she's back.
I mean, obviously not. What's it going for right now?
It's with heavy heart and out of sync chakra. I must inform you, the goop has
Oh, that's right. We have a Kodo USA store
you probably know this by now. It's old news,
that we
but
can
everyone's been
reference.
nonstop requesting I take a look at it. So, as a man of the people, I figure I will give the public what it wants. Interestingly enough, it wasn't received very well by critics who cited that the show was peddling pseudoscience, basically. So the world hasn't totally lost its mind yet. That's
Basically, it is $120 hair. It does not seem to be in stock
the Goop Lab
at the moment.
Paltrow. I don't understand. How has it come this far? Why will Goop not just stay where it belongs? Which is underneath the foundation of my house. In my cesspit. If you happen to be one of those privileged few who haven't heard of Goop before, I'll just catch you up. Goop just happens to be the health and wellness company of widely renowned Hollywood actress Gwyneth Paltrow. Now, you know you're dealing with a reputable company when you got headlines like Goop-approved shrink says there's no such thing as coronavirus. Best part about this is that Goop has actually distanced themselves from this former contributor. It reminds me of when Al-Qaeda was like, okay, listen, we might be terrorists, but these frickin' ISIS guys, what the...
Here, I will paste this in chat, and you will be able to then do your own further research, because they're not the only place that sell it.
Through a literal gauntlet of human guinea pig experiments to, I don't know, find the fountain of youth or something.
It's actually kind of a nice, I'm gonna be real, it's kind of a nice figure. I was gonna do a video on it
Oh my God, good job.
at some point.
Yeah, let's try that. What if it does? Don't forget to sign your wrongful death suit waiver. All right then. Let's take
I
this
just
side of
never,
faith, then. We got
I never got around to it, unfortunately.
6 chances for fatal injury. Let's find out the route to perfect health, according to Goop.
Hello. It's it. You're looking for.
Step 1, doing hard drugs on the ground in a foreign country. Is it too late to back out, or
When I started Goop in 2008, I was like, my calling is something else besides, you know, making out with Matt Damon on screen or whatever.
I'm 14 seconds in, okay? 14. And already, we've got perhaps a contender for the Guinness Book of World Records' largest humble brag. Technically 9 seconds, because the little Netflix logo takes up 5 all to itself. 9 seconds in!
To me, it's all like laddering up to one thing, which is optimization of self. Like, how can we really like milk the shit out of this?
At least she's honest.
Just another day at the office.
You have 100 needles in your face, Elise.
What are you doing to people?
What the fuck are you doing to people? What the fuck are you doing to people? You put 100 needles in that woman's face, Gwyneth. We need answers, okay? What did you gain from that?
We get to explore, like, is this real? Do we feel better? And grapple with some topics that are hard.
You know, like algebra, who needs that? Biology, see you later. Ethics, definitely won't need this one.
That was like next level shit.
Isn't that beautiful?
I mean, it's beautiful in the same way like open heart surgery is beautiful. It's nice, but I'm not going to put it on my wall, Rams. I'm not going to frame it.
Isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that beautiful?
You know, God fucking damn hands, man.
Those dark spots are always chafing up down there. No really checks. God, that's a looker.
Okay, welcome. It's such an honor to have you both here.
What a pleasure. Thank you.
Can you explain to us what MAPS is?
Well, Gwyneth, maps tends to be a diagrammatic representation of land or sea that people can use to find their way around.
I can just never seem to get them right. I don't know why I struggle so much with them, but I just seem to never be able to get them good, like ever.
I would personally love to know a little bit about the trajectory of using psychedelics as a healing modality.
They always just kind of come out too
Let's stop
thick.
using those big words, you know, those trajectories and modalities, and let's keep it to some simpler, smaller ones you do know, like give and me and your and, you know, money. You like this? You know this one, don't you?
Well, psychedelics are back, and they're being used in the context of spirituality.
Yeah, I also have the fucking Metal Gear Solid 5 Big Boss arm.
To convince me? Don't worry, it's completely safe. Check out this footage of Incan Mo Howard shooting up hot lead up his nose. Oh, dude, fuck the clinical trials. Inject that straight into my newborn baby.
So we wanted to explore psychedelics in a therapeutic setting.
Look, Elise, you didn't have to create an entire Netflix series just as an excuse to do drugs, okay? I'm not judging. I'm just saying. Can we be real here? Can we quit pretending?
We decided to try psilocybin, also known as magic mushrooms, in Jamaica, where their use isn't regulated.
Jamaica's like, I don't know, eat as many mushrooms as you want. Hire a private militia. Fuck if we care. That's where we decided to do the mushrooms.
How did you choose who went on the trip?
So the Goop staff sort of nominated themselves and raised their hands.
She's like covering her bases, like, Elise, tell him I didn't force him. Oh, the Goop, they raised their hands. I please put me in the foreign jurisdiction with no regulations. So yeah, their first health experiment here is just literally the Goop staff going and taking magic mushrooms. I mean, I'm on the edge of my seat. I wonder what's gonna happen next.
You can cry, you can scream, you can like pound the ground. The only thing we don't do is get sexual with each other, and we don't take our clothes off. But other than that, like literally anything goes.
I mean, okay, you can pound the ground, you can punch, you can scream. No sex though, don't want to see any boobies. You can take a scimitar, gore your neighbor David. Don't see the boobies though. If the boobies come out during that, you're in trouble.
We're going to give 3 grams so we can be with the spirit of the mushroom.
Seriously, that puny thing, that's what you're bringing? For God's sakes, the spirit of the mushroom is joining us tonight. You want them to think we're a bunch of dweebs? Should have left this to me. Okay, see that? That is a proper role. Yeah, the spirit of the mushroom, yeah!
Where's Sasha? Sasha?
Right here.
Okay.
In fact, who's Sasha?
Oh, your energy's pretty good all the time. I don't know where it is. Take him on. Yeah. Oh, shit. Got you.
Damn, they got some good shit in Jamaica.
I was on the way there again to the light source. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I feel the light source. He's turning into an angel in his fucking brain, dude. Oh, hey, I think I found Sasha. 2 of them. In fact, 2 Sashas, if my eyes do not deceive. What's that about? What's that? Stop jiggling his breast. Stop that. Did he have some phlegm you need to loosen up in there? He's got a chest infection? What could call for that?
I feel like I'm the light of the center of the circle right now.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that? I want to hear that one more time from you, Kevin.
I feel like I'm the light of the center of the circle right now.
Yeah. Kevin's having a real good time. Jesus.
There we go.
Good work.
What's with the dual pads? Look how hollow he's
Okay, all right.
On there. Nice work there, Kevin. That was a rough one.
I think that's it for us.
It was very beautiful to lie there next to Kevin and watch him be held by these 2 men in a way that
Big,
he hadn't
strong men.
by his own father. And
don't you understand? All Kevin ever wanted was love from his 2 big, strong, hairy-armed dads. And now he's finally got it. I don't know if the mushrooms were necessary, but he was on mushrooms while he found his 2 dads.
you look at the team at Goop, they are all carrying tremendous amount of pain and loss. You know, you, for example, what could possibly be wrong with you? You have everything.
At least the cameras are rolling. Cut that out. Cut that. Stop that.
You have everything. You're beautiful. You're wealthy. You're famous. Like, shut up. You know?
She's a riot, isn't she? Stop it. Stop it. Stop now. Sorry, everyone. She's actually mentally disabled. That's why.
Since going through it, what's been your experience of like being in your body?
Man,
carrying this sort of
I couldn't imagine what it would be like to fry your brain with drugs.
I've been carrying this emptiness and loneliness around for 39 years.
So is it 36 or 39? I don't get... Kevin, I have a feeling the mushrooms back there may have melted one of your cortexes.
And thank you for letting me do all of this fun stuff. And
Shut up.
No, thank you.
Now go make me a coffee. Okay, we're on to
Okay, it wasn't amazing, but
literally.
yeah. Actually, we got one more thing we got to do here.
Thermo-shockingly cold.
This is not just regular cold. I don't know what the stages between cold and thermo-shocking are. I'm assuming it's at least 3 or 4 colds.
Thermo-shockingly cold. For a human to go into the water.
I know you're about to go in the water. Why are you going to do it? Stay out of it. Take a hike on a sunny day.
You cannot just jump in. This is dangerous.
I started to feel like a panic attack coming on.
I can't really blame you. You got a freaking crazy random Dutch guy going, "This is actually dangerous. I'm gonna make you jump in that water. You can't go back. You look like a pussy. But also, I won't let you. My arms are strong."
A human wouldn't last too long, and he would go into involuntary gasping.
Why are you gasping like that, man? That didn't seem involuntary.
Okay, whew. All right.
That's all I'm saying.
Cold water is a great way to learn to deal with stress.
So this guy's pretty well known. His name is Wim Hof. He's like this insane Dutch guy who just like sits out in the cold in his underwear and just tells everyone they should do that. Because apparently that's the only way to resolve anything in your life. Oh, excuse me, you're not sitting on a glacier in nothing but your underpants? What are you stressed or something?
You can go into the cold.
I think that's as good as this is gonna get. It's actually not bad, all things considered. Maybe that hand is a little small.
You're just sitting in cold water.
We can
Which good for you.
we can fix that. We have the technology.
Hello. I've just been watching YouTube videos of you.
All right. Can I hug you?
Of course.
Yeah, this guy's a bit handsy, isn't he? Did anyone screen this guy? He's Dutch?
You're the living example of mind over matter.
Yes.
Yes, that's me. Yes. I am that.
They call me the Iceman because I do all kinds of extremes in the cold.
Oh, okay. It fits. It's a good name.
What you're in the process of proving is that this prevailing belief that we cannot control our autonomic nervous system is a fallacy, and that we can directly impact and affect our immune system, our mood, the way that we respond to life.
Yeah.
Whatever you said, yes. I am Cold Man. I mentioned this. I am Cold Man.
What's for dinner? No fucking clue. Probably some bullshit fast food that isn't gonna be healthy or
After exposure of cold water?
good. I've kind of ran out of shit to eat around here.
Injected E. coli bacteria.
Hey, Jack, PhD. Do you see him sitting in that pool of water? You see him get there, coli!
I was able to defy the reaction of the bacteria injected.
And you've taught people how to do it.
And you showed people how to inject E. coli into you? Cool. Yeah, cool.
All right.
So I just have I have no clue.
Go into the depths today.
That's cute. He made him lay in the shape of a snowflake. He may be cold, but he's not heartless.
See, da, go, hey, 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 da.
I'm trying to do what you say. You keep screaming. You're screaming something at me. Stop! Stop! When we just go? When can I go in the cold water and go home?
Okay, good enough. Shit.
What the fuck is going on?
I have no idea.
Thing I've been asked to do for Goop.
But
You're only on episode 2, okay?
anyway, I might be back later tonight with like game or something. Maybe more art, maybe. Instead. It was good to get this done. This was one of the ones that was really weighing on me. in addition to fucking this one. Because I just don't think it does what it's supposed to do. Like, this doesn't scream like manhwa.
You know, I'm a little nervous, but I gotta face my fears sometimes, so it's now or never,
Or
right?
like Western. But I don't know. The Ruby one is going to be hard because a lot of the Ruby illustrations use really soft brushes. And like, because when you do manga in Clip Studio, it forces all your layers into binary. For a certain reason that I don't understand. But it means that you can't really do those softer styles like that.
It was like a pretty massive oh fuck moment.
But this one is really fucking weighing on me more than any of the other shit with like the backgrounds or whatever. Like a lot of these other ones that I'm kind of struggling with are just I gotta figure out effects. Like I was able to figure out here a good effect, like the dust sort of like dramatic thing. A lot of the backgrounds are just gonna be fucking around.
To do push-ups? I can't do a push-up.
But that last one right there is gonna be really annoying to tackle. But I might come back with game tonight, and then maybe transition into some drawing before bed. But anyway, yeah, I gotta go get some food. I actually like am starting to feel like I'm gonna throw up. So thank you everyone. This was really successful. If I can continue to not be busy at work, I might just start drawing.
Clearly like a decrepit skeleton right now, and like
Yeah, hey, if either of you find, like, I know they stole a bunch of assets from, like, Toho Freeware to do that. I've been trying to look for that image. If anyone has that macro where it, like, shows all the stuff they stole, it was specifically, there's, like, a character that gets bullied for having rabbit ears in, like, a cafeteria, and it was just a bunch of, like, Toho stuff that they just like totally fucking lifted. But yeah, I'm looking for that image. I thought I saved it, but I never did.
Okay, 20 there.
And cheese frosting.
But yeah, we're definitely over the hump on this. We've got some pretty rough goings on with like a lot of the complicated background shots, some of the action stuff. But we're actually kind of starting to make stuff happen, which is pretty exciting. Too bad we're like fucking 2 or 3 months off of when I wanted to have it done. But all part of the process, I suppose. That looks good. That arm bend really helped out.
I'm ice man. It's because I deal with ice and ice-related activities.
Well, Ruby was just shit. Ruby was like bad. People are like, oh, Ruby got bad after Monty Ohm died. No, it was always bad. It was always terrible. Like, think of what Monty Ohm was like known for. He did mocap, and his big claim to fame was Haloid, which was a 3D animation where Halo, fucking Samus from goddamn Metroid, and Halo Master Chief fight each other, and the twist of it is that Master Chief is actually a sexy girl, and not an old man, even though he has like an old man voice. Like that is the creative mind that came up with Ruby.
You know where this is going.
So I'm just gonna be quiet.
I mean, I tried it. It was just not good.
Okay, I do have a
Like, it just kind of looked ugly, and honestly, the plot was kind of dumb.
Screens? What are you talking about? Screens? You seen a TV in your...
Like, yeah, but I'm also inherently biased against anyone trying to sell their project on, it's an anime, it's a manga. Like, if that's your selling point, you've already fucked up. I'm sorry.
I'm hearing what sounds like an EL or an L sounding name.
No, he was the writer. Monty Ohm, it was his brainchild. That was his idea, and everyone says that the show went off the rails because he died, and they threw out stuff that he did or like his guidance was missing. It was 100% his creation for the most part. And he probably just knew enough about mocap to try and take a bunch of pre-existing 3D stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'm really
Yeah, so I don't know why.
Red, real quick, drop Calico a Discord thing in the chat.
Sorry, I'm not trying to like be awkward or
Because I feel like he's enough of a regular. He can hang out and see if he wants to be there. Unless you don't use Discord.
Y'all just don't worry about that.
If you ask for signs and messages, like really specific concrete ones from the other sign, you will get them.
I ask you for a sign. Why do I not have a Netflix show? If this is
Unless Rad left. He might have left. Okay, let me see if I can do it.
I was doing a reading for
Real quick.
She is skeptical. Yeah.
To me, this whole medium psychic world is very much like Santa Claus.
That's the truth. Just because something sounds so fairy tale-like and so beautiful doesn't mean it's not.
I mean, it's whatever, man. There's like 2 or 3 people in here. You don't have to join if you don't want to.
First thing I want to say is, are there twins in the family or like a Gemini like birthday? What is that?
Shit, how do I do this?
No. I keep saying like.
Like how offended she is. No. Why'd you pick a stinky month like that?
I keep saying like 2 back to back. It's very
But
back to back. Like
that's for you if you want to join.
About twins.
Okay, identical, fraternal, Olsen. I don't care. Just
You're enough of a regular that I think you can.
It's one of those things when you're proving something that seems like
You can come in.
crazy, you have to be like spot on, and you have to do it right. If you
But
want
I'm gonna
to
delete
prove
that
your
message.
Good on you, Anna. Good on you. You didn't cave. I'm glad Anna's food editor. I like Anna. She's a better
Okay,
angel
thank you
boss.
guys. Take it easy.